Your donations are secure with us. Secure to be given to the charity? Nah, we're keeping that shit. Fuck them kids, bruh. V Shoujo, where our talents have freedom. The freedom to get fucked over.
I can't believe that. Yeah? Okay. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm kind of doing like 3 things right now. Also, I'm way too. Hold on. There we go. Shut up, everyone! Shut up, everyone! This is totally not scuffed or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. God damn it! Oh my god. Okay, and I don't need Twitter up. Do I need this up? No, I don't. Okay. What was the name of the... Well, this is retarded. ADHD is my enemy right now. Not always, but right now for sure. Anyway, hello everybody, how are we doing? This is the first episode of Elfpire Yaps, where we kind of just turn on stream and shoot the shit, talk. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't, sometimes it'll just be 3 hours of me going blah, 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 blah. But don't worry, that's not this episode. Thank you too so much to the people who've been chatting. Welcome to McSkittles, Lunoy's Temperance VT, Francis Karma, iChick13D, McSkittles, the best Remy, JP, Ravenfire. Those are all the people who've been chatting so far. We have... Okay. I'm gonna do this now.
Advanced doesn't use dyes in their stuff. Oh, hello there. Am I unbenching you now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbench you. I gotta drag you back on screen.
Yeah,
there
it's
we
funny.
go.
I just put you on screen, but I was deafened, so you just look like you were babbling like a mad woman.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We had a whole lot going on today, but I'm good. I'm just very busy. All of a sudden, all at once. I'm making dinner while also setting up the first Elfpire Yap stream of the year when I set this stream up to be debuted on the 1st of the year. I'm only 29 days late, guys. It's fine.
Congratulations. Muted? She's not muted. I know she's not muted, chat. Come on now. Can't lie to me. Very, very muted. No, but as I was telling chat, like, we're starting out with advanced and some adjacent drama mixed in there.
I was legitimately surprised to see that this morning.
Yeah, I'm sad, because again, chat, it is hard for some people to enjoy certain supplements because of certain things like dyes. Advanced was one of those ones where I was like, you know what? I'm happy that Advanced doesn't put things in their stuff, because I know that like other people do. Yeah, so I was happy with Advanced. And I was like, you know what? Advanced is based. And you want to know why I signed up with Advanced, chat? Because they terminated their contract with a VTuber who was being racist. And this wasn't like this was like a black VTuber that was like calling out racism. And she was really butthurt over it. And I was like, you know, if they're gonna kick somebody out for being racist, like legitimately racist, not like oh my gosh, that person's a mega racist, no, legitimate racism, I was like, you know, maybe they are actually like interesting. And then I realized they also had Rev Says Desu on there, and I was like, okay, if they have Rev, they'll take me. It's okay. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to stick anymore. That's just not going to stick anymore, sadly. So, we talked about it on Hump Day. You got to go rewatch Hump Day if you want to You gotta watch Hump Day if you want to learn kind of the beginning of this drama. So not a mall. No, it was not a mall. But basically, Rev got into a conversation with another VTuber who claimed that she was harassed by his fans. And this is all going around with all of the ICE stuff. And because of that, the people at Advanced GG were once again, Advanced GG was put in this weird position where they platform Rev, who has made them, I know for a fact, a lot of money because he sells product for the. You don't just get a flavor unless you sell products. Right? I think he is probably the top earner, if not the top earner.
Well, he was.
Does it say 300 viewers for you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I have 300 viewers. Maybe Tectone bought me bots. I have no idea. I joke, but I'm legitimately like confused because like I have no idea why that happened.
Well, on YouTube?
No, on Kick. Like I have 300 people there. I didn't get rated. I don't like. Honestly, as far as I know, I didn't get rated.
One of the last times I streamed on Kick without us doing our watch along, it was something else I was doing that I couldn't do on P-Twitch. And I had like 90 viewers at one point for no reason.
Really?
I really like, I'm dragging my feet on it, but I really do need to open the gate to multi-streaming to Kick because it seems there's something that's hidden right with the CCV over there whenever I do stream.
Maybe. You know what? I'm not going to question it. If it is bots, Kick, they are not mine. I do not claim them. Somebody else decided randomly to give them to me.
Bots? Come on.
All right. All right. But, you know, if you aren't bots, well, then, cool. I have more Kick viewers than Leaf.
Oko, continue to entertain everybody.
All right. I will. I admit I'm a bot. Good to know. But yes, if you are on my stream over there on Kick, very cool. Consider following. What a coincidence! Rev gets a flavor, then canceled. Kirsch has a cups with gamer subs and had an attempted cancellation. Yeah. And again, so we'll like I said, we will go. The brief timeline is Rev has a conversation with another VTuber. A whole bunch of people start whining, bitching, and moaning that Rev is with Advanced. Advanced then does a virtue signal, which kind of pissed me off because they were doing like a virtue signal that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I had a hard time believing. And then they're like, we are reviewing our internal processes and we'll get back to you. And then spoiler alert, they actually like decided. They actually decided to remove Rev from Advanced GG, which is, in my personal opinion, based off of what happened, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't really like it, in my personal opinion. I think that's really dumb. Like, I understand that, like, you know, Rev is definitely a polarizing character, and he's become annoying for me. I don't really listen to people that do nothing but rag on Hassan Piker, because it's annoying. I will rag on Hassan Piker once in a blue moon, but there are people that do it all the time. Rev is one of them, and it's just like, I got annoyed with it. I got exceedingly annoyed with it. But that is just me. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, I'm seeing two things here, so thank you. Thank you for the 20, Internet Zen. And then Crundle gift, what is that, 20 memberships? Thank you. I believe it. Oh, wow. No, I agree. Holy cow, Crundle Bundy with the 25 subs. Thank you very much. I unfortunately don't have like I don't have the gusto as somebody like the Kino Casino to scream my appreciation. I'm gonna mute that now so that it doesn't like overtake the stream. But thank you so much for the gifted subs. Very much appreciated. Gift the bots.
Super
yes,
cool,
gift the bots.
Yeah, give all the bots gifts. That's great.
No, yeah.
The clankers are taking over, chat. We have to get them out of here.
Very true. Now, Internet Zen gave a good point. I am going to reread what you said again later or allude to it because, yeah, this is not good. It's not good, in my personal opinion. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, whoa, buddy. Big support. But no, yeah. So, Advance let go of Rev and Straub. Straub was the first one to kind of say something. She says both mine and Rev's contract with Advanced GG has been terminated. The whole thing was honestly very confusing and stressful, but I won't be going into the details. Very disappointed to see this to be their final decision. I wish them the best despite them hurting me the way they have. Really quickly, Avenged, thank you also for the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Make sure you say thank you if you got one over there as well. He's probably going to get picked up by G-Subs.
If we find out you didn't say thank you, I will find you, and it will not be pretty.
Exactly. He probably will get picked up by G-Subs. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. And do you want to know why he might get picked up by G-Subs? Their partnership program is now open. So if you're a content creator...
should apply?
You should apply. Yes, I sent this to Mizu because Mizu and I are both advanced people. Well, excuse me. I should say I used to be a part of Advanced. I asked them today. I was like, I'd like to separate. You know what's funny? They told me I could come back whenever I wanted. And I was just like, again, I'm not going to disparage a company. All right. I'm not going to disparage a company because they have been decently nice to me. But I don't think they know who I am if they saying I could just come back. I thought that was kind of funny. So, you know,
that is a little funny.
I applied with Gamer Subs, even though they have dyes, artificial dyes in their stuff. I'll apply. I'll just have to get the ones that don't have red in them because otherwise I won't be able to function as a normal human being. So yeah, we'll see if they go to G-Sub.
To what is it? Red Dye 40 or?
I am allergic to Red Dye 40. Yes.
Okay.
We'll save that for later.
Sorry, guys, for being silent. I am currently in the middle of peeling hard-boiled eggs for Papa Elfpire. He has not been feeling good today. And I think these are about the only thing that will settle on his stomach.
If you get in and get a card, I would buy the card. Here's the thing. That game, the card game is run by Shy Lily. There's no way she'll give me a card after how much I've been shitting on her during the Cinder Files. All right, but it would be funny. Listen, if that somehow gets me into a card game, all right, fine with me. You know. I mean, like, I'm not gonna like put all my eggs in one basket. I will wait and see.
I really
but
wish
that would
I
be funny.
had. I don't know if I'd be able to. Maybe we can ask Dylan or something. But the cards that we had made of us. I know there are physical versions of that. I would love a set.
Whoa, that grumpy old guy. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Big support. Thank you guys so much. By the way, really quickly, I should mention, YouTube wanted me to let you guys know that we have over 500 members on YouTube. Now a majority of that is gifted, but that is pretty damn cool. So thank you very much. I deeply appreciate that.
Yeah, actually, on my side, we just passed over 400 members. So thank you very much. Again, look, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I was looking at pricing for memberships, and I saw a little thing. It's a setting that I don't think a lot of creators know about. But it allows you to set the tier gifted that gets gifted when on YouTube you do gifted subs. I figure setting the gifted sub to $1 tier would be the best, simply because like it's more bang for your buck. If you are actually supporting us and gifting members, I think you would much rather be able to spend 5 and get 5 members than 1 membership.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. So that's why I've set it at $1, chat. So if you are on YouTube and you want to gift memberships, but you want to like not throw a shit ton of money out there, the impact of $1 memberships, you'll still, like, if you give 1, 5, or 10, that's 10 people that get to have access to as many emotes as they want. So yeah, there you go. And, since I don't have an active sponsorship that, like, I can throw... Well, okay, Uwu Market technically counts, but since I don't have an active sponsorship, chat, consider becoming a member. You can do so for as little as $1 a month, and you get access to unlimited emotes so that you can glow. Very exciting. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Chat's asking about torturous interference. We will talk about that. I want to get through going through all of this, but then I did want to let Ava talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I'll put on my autism hat a little bit. Sadly, I have disheartening news for people who think this might go anywhere. Yes, I would say that the standards have potentially been met, but it's more of a discussion of realism and what is realistic.
For sure. Well, like I said, we'll go through. I wanted to read Rev's post. Now, crazy, believe it or not, Rev made his post literally right after I started going live.
Oh, I was gonna say, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he literally just made this. He literally just made this, so I wanted to read this as well. So Rev says, they want to vague post, but they terminated me and Straub despite their request that I keep this private. I will be uploading my side of the story soon. I will say it's kind of a rocky water to go there. Again, one of my things is if you're not careful with sponsorships, sponsors talk. And so that will be interesting. I'm very interested to see what he says, but like I would just say that sponsors talks, but I am interested to see what he has to say. And I do support Rev, even though he was rude to me last year for no reason.
Hatchet, didn't you?
His wife and I technically did.
Okay.
But even though he was kind of rude to me last year for no reason, I do support him because I think that this attempt to cancel him was absolutely retarded, in my personal opinion. He continues on by saying, don't worry, Advance, there's no need to share private or confidential info. I will only speak to public information since your indecisiveness and hypocrisy has allowed this to become a public matter. Not to mention there are multiple partners in your company who have been harassing me and my wife, and we know you have been aware, and they are continuing to do so in the quotes of this response you made. Meanwhile, I never harassed anyone. So Rev is alleging that people from Advanced GG are harassing him. Partners, not like active workers, but partners,
affiliates,
which are affiliates and partners, but basically the exact same thing. But a lot of people have been harassing him and his wife. I'd have to see what he means by harassing. If that's like they're trying to get in contact with him, I have no idea. But that's kind of crazy for them to hear that's going on, considering what was levied back and forth. Meanwhile, I've never harassed anyone. You supported me and monetized me as someone who is quote-unquote unapologetically real and unfiltered until the hate mob of unreasonable people became too much for you. You bent the knee, enjoy your new audience, and he shows a picture of his page
are you sharing this?
Yes, I am sharing this.
Okay, here,
he shares his page on the Advanced GG website. So
okay.
he shows that even on the website they call him loud, fearless, and unapologetically real. Saying that Rev embodies everything. Rev embodies everything that the senpai line stands for. And he was Shaker number 3. That is hilarious. That is really hilarious.
God damn. I mean, Jesus, come on, God. Here's what's crazy to me, right? Advanced GG has had more than one case study that they can look at about a near identical situation. First with GamerSubs and Tersh, and then I'm forgetting the other one. One just before then. But quite literally, how can you look? Okay, this happened to this company, and they reacted by being based and didn't really hurt them too much. GamerSubs did the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do the opposite thing. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
I just, Jesus, I don't know. Regardless of the things with torturous interference or anything, I just don't. it's not a good look. Like, whoever's in charge of your PR advanced, you have to get a new guy.
I agree. Well, I think this came directly from the CEO of the company, or like it was talked through. But it's just kind of like, and again, I do think that part of this was influenced by the current political climate, which is unfortunately some people aren't willing to separate their politics from, excuse me, their bread and butter. Which for Advanced, their bread and butter is selling supplements. All right, and I know where they are like housed. They're housed in Minnesota, I believe, which is definitely the hotbed for a lot of controversy right now. However, I legitimately think that like you should just shut up and put the supplements in the bag.
Yeah,
Nobody cares if like you're pandering to certain people.
Put the supplements in the bag. Oh my god!
Just ship me the fucking supplement. By the way, chat, I still have supplements from them. I'm gonna finish them. Because like I actually did really appreciate their supplements. I'm gonna finish them and then I'm just not gonna buy from them ever again. You know.
You know, it's funny. I have an Advanced GG Hydrate Lemonade powder mix on my throne. I'm gonna be removing it.
You should.
I'll be replacing it with one of the other ones. No, look, I've never done like a boycott or anything like this, but like, I was interested in purchasing stuff from you, seeing how you react and how you treat your best sellers and your best advocates. I'm really not for it now.
No, yeah, this just shows me that like if they get enough pressure and pain, they're gonna run away from it, and it's just like.
And I don't. That's what's most annoying. Anybody's going to yield with enough pressure and pain. I don't think there was even much of that. They just decided to. And yeah, you know what? If they're based in Minnesota, this probably hit a little too home for the people over at Advanced GG. I think I remember seeing a post where one of them mentioned like one of their family member or something was like harassed by ICE or something. So I get that this is, hitting close to home, but you are making decisions that is actually hurting your bottom line, and that's not good for you, or anything that you might try to champion as a political cause. You're actually actively just hurting yourself.
No, I agree. Again, like it's really just sad because like these are not political people. Well, I'm sure that maybe they feel that they are outside of work, but them doing this just it's like it's going to taint the brand. And I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know all of the people that work with Advanced GG. They have not. I don't see like a full list on their website of all of their partners. Maybe I missed it, but like Rev was definitely one of the biggest. So the fact that they are willing to drop one of their biggest, if not in my personal opinion, the biggest creators, or at the very least a top fiver, it's a sign to me that like they're just willing to toss it, and that's not good. Because he probably made them a lot of money. Who knows?
The landlords have been tipped $10 by @InternetSin Master 8952 a Hassan disrespecter. Yeah, Advanced GG can't really deny that they knew what they were getting into with Reverend, if that is their description of him. He was their cash cow and they ruined it over politics and hate mobs.
He was definitely one of them. Now Rev does mention that people were harassing him and his wife. Chat, I got to bring up the amazing Vex Milk VTuber.
Oh, I saw that. That was so retarded.
Vex is you're good. And I'm only bringing her up because it's topical, because like I've been watching her more and more recently. I didn't know she was actually a partner with Advanced. I guess I didn't read her Twitter bio, or maybe I just forgot. She was threatening to leave Advanced if they didn't drop him, and she is cheering that they removed him, and now they're saying that you will be blocked. You will be blocked, chat, if you defend Rev or Straub, because you're a boot-licking weirdo. By the way, this woman likes to block people. She is like a blocking queen. All right? If you say something that she doesn't like, she will block you. She is not interested in any form of discussion with you. She will just fucking block you. Check the quote retweets. Can I even do that? I probably won't even let me.
She's using the term blocked as though she has personally erased your existence, Thanos style.
Yeah, like, she has. I remember that. Yeah, she treats blocking you as if she Thanos snaps you, basically, which is kind of hilarious in my personal opinion.
Ridiculous.
I find that to be one of the most ridiculous and retarded things I've ever heard, and I am a retard, chat. So but yeah, she's just like,
I will
if
say
you
today's
follow
the first
either of
time
them.
I've actually I think I have 2 people blocked on Twitter now and about 5 muted. First blocks and mutes I've done since I've created the account, though.
Yeah. We'll talk about why you probably did that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When that comes up.
Well, there's Floki. He's probably one of the few ones that commented. But Vex, the DSP of VTubers. Yeah, I have a lot of people telling me that they don't believe she has cancer. I am still iffy on whether or not I'm willing to say yay or nay on that, just because, like, when it comes to that kind of shit, that's a really hard thing to get wrong, and I'm not willing to be wrong about somebody having cancer. All I will say is she is grifting to the point where it's just like, woman, I think you should go get a normal job. If you are having this many issues with making money on the internet, please go get a fucking job and make your boyfriend go get a fucking job so that you don't have to keep begging for money on the internet like a plebeian. All right, she begs for money. Go ahead.
I will say it's actually I totally had an ADHD like derailment of my train of thought, so continue while I put together the pieces.
You're good. Yeah, I don't really like her that much. There really isn't much to say about Vex other than just she's a shit person. As I recall when we discussed it, her claims of cancer do seem rather suspect. Yeah, a lot of people are telling me that they're suspect of it. Some people have told me they think that she might have, because it was ovarian cancer, all right? And that's a very rough one to have, especially since that affects a lot of parts in a woman. Some people have told me they don't think... Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, look, the thing is, there's no win, lose. There's no situation in which either party wins or loses when it comes to trying to call out somebody who's faking cancer. Because either A, you somehow expose it and then proof is demanded, but proof that would be required to clear those accusations is quite literally you violating your own HIPAA rights and just putting your shit out there for everyone to see. 2, it is real. They actually put up or shut up, and then you're looking like the fucking asshole. So if you see someone that you're like, oh, you know what, this is sus, honestly, maybe block and move on, mute or move on, because that's about all you can do.
Very true. Is there proof at all? So I'm not going to show it on screen, even though she herself has posted these before, but she has posted like different lab results that she's gotten. And that's why a lot of people are upset, because like lab results are not like definitive proof. Lab results are just what it is. It's lab results, basically. But yeah,
lab results are a combination of like they test your enzyme levels, your blood, all kinds of just stuff that might be indicative of a side effect that cancer could cause. But the thing about cancer is it presents symptoms that could be any disease on the fucking planet. Posting your lab results isn't going to help with that unless it's an actual cancer biopsy. Like, okay, we did a surgery, we tried to remove the cancer, we decided to do a biopsy, scrape a little piece of the part that we took the cancer from, and test it for any cancer. That is the only kind of test result or lab work that you would actually want to see to prove cancer.
Yeah, thank you, Temp, for the raid. Very much appreciated. And yeah, I don't want to like sit on this like all day, because like she's not the main focus of this. I just wanted to say she's one of the people that is cheering this on, and I have a lot of reasons, her being a grifter on the internet that likes to complain all day being one of them, why I don't like her, and her doing this is just like a sign. It's just I fucking hate it. But anyway, boom, there you go. If you want chat, I expect Rev that he might sign up with this here. Sign up for advanced or excuse me, not advanced. Don't sign up for advanced. I got to get off saying that
You
now.
already messed
Sign
it up.
up.
You already messed it up.
Sign up for Gamer Subs. All right. Sign up for Gamer Subs. And yeah. Well, I've signed up. We'll see. I would very much like to be with a company that
Can you just
doesn't.
send me the link to it? Because I'm looking and I don't.
Yeah, I will. I'll
I
send
see
it.
about us.
I'll send it to
Partnerships.
you.
Never mind. Okay, okay. Forget about it.
There you go.
I did. Yay. Okay, cool.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm not going to stick on that, really. The one thing I did want to stick on, because this was like some tangential drama, here if I can find it. No, we'll just stick with this. We'll stick with this. Chat, and I'm not going to stick on this too long either, just because I find it really funny and I just wanted to talk about it. So one of the people that like came out in support of Rev and Straub was Dragon's Treasure, and I immediately found this to be quite funny, because and somebody reminded me of this, because Dragon's Treasure. Here's my thing with Dragon's Treasure. Number one, I used to be sponsored by him. I was removed from that sponsorship because my previous manager kind of had a cock up in what he tried to say, and is what it is. I apologized about it in my DMs with him and continued to talk to him. But like, my problem is this man will literally, on a dime, if he thinks that you are a betrayer, will do everything he can. He has in the past revealed DMs that he had with me, Mizu, and Lumi. Whenever there's an appropriate time for him to shit on people that he doesn't like, myself included, he will try and dab on people, even though it's a kind of retarded in my personal opinion. And I'm just like, I feel like he is one of those people that will turn out a dime if he thinks that you are somebody. And he will also suck up to you, in my personal opinion, if he feels like he can. Now, he was sucking up to Rev and Straub, and I wanted to show people that, like, in the past, he has, like, poked at them for stupid reasons, in my personal opinion. So, this was back when the Charlie Kirk stuff was going on, and Straub, being, a woman who wants to pray for peace. That's not like, it's not something that is uncommon. A lot of women, and some men for sure, will say that instead of being more violent with people, we need to pray for peace, and instead of asking for the same thing against other people, they will instead ask that we just like ask for the law to actually be enforced and ask for peace. And so that's basically was what Straub was asking for. And she said we must reject political violence. And the Dragon's Treasure's response is no. No, that's not Akala. No, I don't like this either. And by the way, I know that.
Here's it.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I also was a Dragon's Treasure affiliate. I think. I mean, I'd have to check, but I put in the thing to like end the Shopify stuff or whatever. But part of my issue with Dragon's Treasure was quite literally only this time of like what you would call it, September. It was shortly after everything happened with Charlie Kirk, and I'm sorry, dude, he went off the fucking deep end. I mean, he was literally was basically doing what Hassan does, but for leftists. The whole let the streets run red with the blood of that was pretty much Dragon's Treasure.
I listened to that stream. Yeah. He was, and it's just like, I know that he, or at least I hope that he's not outright calling for other people on the other side to die, because if he is doing that, that's kind of insane in my personal opinion. And by the way, I'm just going to give the disclaimer right now. I am not telling you not to buy this man's tea if you want. If you want man's tea,
I like his tea, and I like his I'm holding it right now. He sells a clay teapot, like it's a dojo teapot set. It's very nice. I use it almost daily. So like, straight up, I'm not bashing him as a business owner, but I am critiquing the fact that he's kind of falling prey to the same thing that he is so adamantly against.
Yeah.
People have been radicalized to the point of being okay with justifying violence by dehumanizing the other side. Responding by further dehumanizing your enemy is not going to fix anything. It's just going to end up in more bodies on both sides, and that's not okay. Dehumanization is always the first step to justify a tragedy. And when you start dehumanizing, I'm sorry, I have to step back.
Yeah, really quickly, I do have to say, number one, again, buy his tea if you like his tea. I'm not a tea person, so even though like I was affiliated with him and I did try and sell his tea, I'm not a tea person, so I don't personally buy tea. But if you like his tea and you want to support the people that he sponsors, go ahead and buy his tea. I am just sitting here and stating that I have an issue, all right, where he is sucking up to Rev and Straub, where only a couple of months ago he is like going on them, and wrong post right there. He goes off on them, and you know, Rev is like saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I do think that part of Rev's opinion is based off of the fact that Rev himself is in the very thickness of his Christianity, and Rev definitely, I think, is also probably alongside with his wife and saying, hey, please, let's just be more peaceable. And like the Dragon's Treasure kind of goes off on him. Like he goes off on him, and it's just like, what the And and again, I'm not really going to get into the politics of it, because my personal opinion is just like, if you're going to be just like the other side, it's not really going to make you much better. But like, there's a greater conversation.
It reminds me of a quote.
Okay.
Especially this. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm simply not being a coward. Would you say that to the veteran who knows how to tend a garden? It's not. Cowardice isn't about choosing. Choosing when and where to actually fight and where to actually stand isn't cowardice. If anything, it's strength. And so you choosing to say inaction on your perception is cowardice is kind of unfair.
No, I agree. I agree. And again, like this is just really one of those things where I look at how he's sucking up to them now after like he was very critical of them back then, and I'm just like, bro, I just.
Now I will give Dragon Treasure's tea this much. You know, he was definitely like not nice to them before, but
no, he wasn't.
I think that had they been, under his affiliate program or whatever, and then this happened, and then they had a falling out, I don't think Dragon's Treasure would have dropped him.
You don't think so?
No.
That's fair. That's fair. It really takes a lot for the Dragon's Treasure to drop you.
One, it takes a lot. Two, it's not usually on political lines. Weirdly enough, I have seen him drop people over personal stuff, but that's neither here nor there, and it's not for me to judge. I just know that when it comes to politics, and there, trust me, I've been in his Discord. There are some staunch differences of opinion in there, but he doesn't drop somebody just because they're a leftist.
No, yeah, and I do think that's a good strength. But yeah, I just I think this man flails around too much. I really don't like that. And again, like I said, he dropped me, Mizu, and Lumi again because I will agree that my previous manager really fumbled it when it came to talking communication with him. And you know what? I'm sorry about that my manager kind of fumbled with that. But for him to hold this grudge and to be this mean and this vindictive so much more later, it just shows me that there is some problems, that there's some problems. And it's just like, man, you want to have a successful business, keep doing what you're doing. But like, I kind of do have an issue with the constant rage bait and the constant like raging that he does. And it's just like, man, if that's what you need to do to sell your tea, it's only going to work for so long, in my personal opinion. There's only so long you can sell your tea where you can use rage bait. Because let me tell you, it doesn't work forever. It really doesn't work forever. Just look at the quartering. Quartering's business is falling by the wayside because eventually he couldn't sell his slap tea for that long. So, he didn't want to drop Usagi. I would have to find the tweets of that. But yeah, he didn't want to drop Usagi Calamari, the one who was like outed as being a predator. And I don't know what it took for him to drop Usagi, but I was told by multiple people. They were dropped, yes, but I was told by a couple of people that he was shown evidence that Usagi like had said and done some really disgusting things, and I don't know what it was, but like it took him a while before he actually dropped them, and it's just like
I do remember being when all that happened, and I think somebody asked about it in the Discord, and it was like nah. Like, we're just not dealing with it, period. We're distance ours. Like, in a way that made me go, Usagi, I don't know what they saw, but they clearly saw something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I am not going to tell you not to drink this man's tea. If you really want to drink this man's tea, I know that there are people out there that he is affiliated with where you can get the tea. So get the tea if you really want it. My personal opinion is I really don't like how he sucks up to people sometimes, and it's just not my big. It's not something I'm interested in. You know, it's not something I'm really that interested in.
Random wholesomeness. You know, I'm gonna start doing this. Random wholesomeness about Dragon's Treasure Tea. He had recently adopted a cat, and the kitten is very adorable.
Yes, he does. He does have a soft spot for cats, and that is good. That is good. That is good. He is really nice about his cats. But yeah, yeah. That's all I'm really gonna say about it.
The world is so filled with such horrible things. I feel like, hey guys, we gotta have at least one redeeming quality as we cover these things, right?
No, for sure, for sure. It's just like, don't suck up to these to Rev and Straub, you know. I understand your point, but count it. There's a lot of people who are cowardly, and until they act otherwise, it's very difficult for people to distinguish the difference. And for people who are getting worn really thin, they don't have the time and energy to look closer.
And that's where wisdom comes into play. And I'm sorry, there's not a lot of wisdom out there right now.
Mm-hmm. If I want the tea he sells, I'll go to the people he buys from. That's an allegation that people are saying, that he dropships his tea, allegedly. And I'm saying allegedly because like the stuff that people have said
like
doesn't
big
really...
alleged. Like
I'm wanting to see his rebuttal.
In his Discord, I've seen a lot of his pictures of him working. And if that's dropshipping, Jesus Christ, it's a lot of work involving handling and creating the fucking product, apparently. Yeah. Because, I mean, all I know is either A, he's actually creating the things he's shipping, or B, he's going through a lot of trouble to fake like he's creating them.
The land
Very true. Thank you for the 10.
By at Internet's in Master 8952 a Hassan
for a second.
Speaking of Jenk's nephew, aka Hassan, him getting banned for breaking a rule Twitch made because of his constant raving about Israel last year is funny. Will probably be 7 days, but still funny.
I thought he got unbanned.
Is that what happened? No.
Yeah, he got banned for... So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was unbanned. Here, let me look.
Ready? Because here's the weird thing. And maybe he's been unbanned, and that throws my my like theory out of the water, but he streamed on YouTube today.
He did.
And usually when he gets these bans, one, they're fucking oddly timed because he doesn't stream on the weekends, and he always will get banned for like a weekend, get unbanned on Monday, and then it's back to business as usual. This ban, he didn't do that. He actually moved his stream onto YouTube. And that just made me go, huh, that seems a little weird. I wonder if maybe the ban's gonna last longer.
Let me look. I thought I saw it. I could be wrong. Let me scroll for a moment, because I did see the ban. Okay, I'm thinking I'm probably wrong. Yeah, I saw the ban, but he's not been unbanned. Okay, so he's probably banned. He was streaming on YouTube today. At one point, he had 100,000 concurrent viewers, which is a lot. But like, you know, we'll see if that's a sustained thing.
He had like 75K, and I'm like, god damn.
He might go to YouTube more full time. That he may want it. I don't know. He was already, yeah. I don't know if he was unbanned. If he was unbanned, the streamer unbanned thing would say something, because they have the.
Yeah, they have.
They would have
like, tied into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I doubt it will be more than 20. Well, that's the thing. typically, with your guys' mindset in this, yeah, he gets banned a day or two later. I mean, unbanned a day or two later. The pathology of how this one has gone down seems a little different, so I'm not quite so eager to sign my name to, oh, he'll just be unbanned by Monday. I'm not so sure right now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking it up and I don't see it. I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, to close out the thing I wanted to say about Dragon's Tea, people are alleging that he drop ships. I have no idea. He's claiming that he's going to make a rebuttal for it tomorrow. Good for him. Go on it, man. And that's really all we're going to say about it. I'm not going to say he is doing it. I know a lot of people think he is doing it. So I'm trying to remember. Somebody even alleged that he doesn't actually have a registered business as well. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know what that's about.
Actually?
Jesus.
In
order to register with Shopify, which like can handle a lot of the affiliate stuff, you have to have a business registration number. So I don't know.
Do you have to have a business registration or an SIN?
A social identification number?
Because some people can just go in with a social security number.
Maybe, but
I have no idea.
I don't know. I think that's just some. I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. It's like, yeah, he's not even registered as a business. Where'd you get that? Do you have the fucking proof?
I am asking.
Until then, it's just literally talking shit. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the people who say that.
Yeah, the individual who told me said they looked it up. I'm just like, okay. We'll see. You know, when Dragon's Treasure, when you react to this tomorrow and call me a horrible person because I'm saying all these mean things about you and you rehash all of the drama that you had with me again, even though it was literally a nothing drama, please confirm or deny if you are a registered business so that the individual who told me can cope Stephen Mauld about it. All right, that's all we're going to say. We're going to move on from that right now. We're going to move on from that right now. The allegations against him sound made up. Some of them do, for sure. You know, for sure. I will say it is funny.
In order to ship to California from out of state, he would have to have a business.
He's not from California.
You can't just. Oh. I know, and he shipped to me a California address, and he shipped to me organic material that can't go through. Like, you can't just legally send it business class through California customs because we have a lot of fucking.
At Towan discovered mom has milkers and gave $5. Not necessarily. I have gift shops on Shopify and I don't have a business number, although I'm a non-incorporated sole proprietor.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because, like, when you sign up for an AdSense account on YouTube, you don't need to have a business number. You can just use your social security number. And then when you incorporate yourself as a sole proprietor, you get your business number then.
I mean,
so,
if
you know,
he
it could be that. Who knows?
That might be one thing. Maybe that would get him through the issues with the California border too, because again, most like produce and a whole bunch of other things, certain meats and stuff, cannot go through the border of California without some extensive bureaucratic bullshit.
All right. Well, again, like I said, when he reacts to this tomorrow and gets all upset because I am throwing any kind of criticism out at him, he can answer about whether or not he has a business identification number. And if he does, great, fantastic. I'll tell the person.
Much more fair to him than like most people have, and I have several strong criticisms. So, you know, we'll see. You know, look, you had a good call, bad call moment, Dragon's Treasure. Let's see how you react to it. Anyway.
Yes, pretty much. No, he's just going to say that he always hated you and he always thought that you were stupid and all that kind of stuff. That's what's going to happen.
Jokes on
Anyway,
them.
I want to move on.
I like being
Let's
hated.
move on, chat, because I know what you're here for today, all right? There's almost 400 people allegedly in my Kick chat. Again, if you are all real people, that's cool.
If you are real people,
I'm happy about that.
I love you.
You know?
Look, Kick chat is gaslighting Mama Oko about their success. They're like, these numbers can't be real.
Yeah, again, if you're real, fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's get to the thing that all of you guys are here for. And that is, actually, before I bring it up, let me just, I should have done this earlier. I forgot to do it. I prepared a lot of good shit. And I forgot to prepare the best out of all of them, and that is a good image. Let's talk about everybody's favorite Eggman, the Tectone, right now, because some massive updates have happened.
Some updates.
All right, and it's time. It's time we talk about this man. All right, we're gonna talk about him. Give lots of opinions.
Look, honestly, if Pink just went into court and showed the judge this, I get why she ruled. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just be like, listen, this picture alone is why he deserves to have a protective order. This was him last week.
Oh my god, put it away right now. I'm kidding. Look, I tend to make inappropriate jokes when I see a system. It might be fucking somebody over a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not defending Tectone. You know, this is a finding of fact by a judge. Bias that I've identified notwithstanding, the fact is this is an objective L for Tectone, and he has no recourse in terms of appeal, change of venue, or even changing the judge.
Well, you're jumping ahead a little bit. You're jumping ahead just a little bit here, but yeah, essentially yes, and we'll re-get to that later. So, chat, let me give you a brief TLDR of how we got here. If you didn't watch the last one, we'll give you this one, and we'll go through it. So, Tectone has been in 2 relationships. First relationship with his 10-year wife ended in an NDA where both of them can't really talk about each other. And the second one ended with the girlfriend claiming a lot of different...
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Some Shambler, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. My God, thank you so much.
Based.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the the TLDR, but like 50 memberships just freaking threw themselves in my face.
Yes, pretty much. Very based. Make sure you say thank you if you're one of Ava's blessed fans there. That's awesome. But anyway, so to rewind it here a little bit. His second relationship with a girl named Pink Chew ends, and she starts being vague. Then he starts being vague. Then she files something with the police that then gets dropped, according to some court documents. And then he is like threatening that he is going to go demon mode essentially on her. Or, excuse me, he doesn't say demon mode. He says he's going to go nuclear on her.
There you go.
He's going to go nuclear on her. We have
demon mode, which is mischief, and then we have nuclear, which is Tectone.
Yes, and then right after that, sometime after that, he then has to announce that he's stepping away from streaming. He leaves OTK. He says he's separating from Mythic Entertainment, or Mythic Talent, excuse me.
And then he basically
goes quiet. Yes, this is around the second half of last year. If you were there last time, I did read over some of the initial stuff for the protective order that went down. And we had obtained that because there was a glitch in the system from the county, and the county had made it public, unfortunately. That is now fixed. You can't view it anymore, which kind of lends to the idea that the county really fucked up.
They kind of did.
Go ahead. They really fucked up because normally... and you were kind of right in the initial. You were right initially.
Yeah.
I would say.
Look, I saw it and something didn't feel right, especially with the. You normally wouldn't see a motion to seal, even on like Court Listener or whatever, because if you've seen that motion, it's like if it does get sealed, then you won't see anything, and that's. It made me a little iffy about it. That's why Momooko actually had delayed covering it until Legal Mindset came out with it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But turns out, nah, I wasn't being paranoid. I am the smart one. And thank you very much.
Pretty much. So, basically, chat, if you want to know who the one who fucked up was, it wasn't Legal Mindset. It was the county.
That's Travis County court clerk.
Yeah, Travis County
that's who fucked
wasn't
up.
Supposed to show this court case. This court case was supposed to be a private court case.
Supposed to be behind a login portal, and it wasn't.
Yes. Again, like I said, if you try and go to that link now, it will tell you are not authorized to get through that link because of that. And that's not really Legal Mindset's fault. Although, you know, I don't know if he would know whether or not based off of the nature of them. So is he in the clear then?
Everyone's in the clear.
I don't know. What do you think?
The person that isn't in the clear Look, I think somebody at Travis County Clerk might have very well lost their job of this. I'm not joking.
Oh, I definitely think somebody in the county.
This is such a breach in like just this is how Travis County does their like not every protective order hearing in the country is subject to like seal and like it's secret and no one can know about it. This is kind of unique to Travis County and a few other states, but yeah, it's just I would say Legal Mindset and all the other people are probably in the clear, especially given from what I understand, Legal Mindset actually did delete his stream that was covering that stuff.
Did he?
Like the leaks. That's what you said, didn't you?
Okay, so I want to make sure that I get it correct.
I'll be right
I don't
back.
know if he deleted it. I have no idea if Legal Mindset deleted it. He at the very least privated it because I don't see it here anymore. But yeah, so yeah, part 1 is gone. I don't know if he's going to edit out certain stuff and then re-upload it, but he immediately privated it.
Yeah, and that's probably that's as you would do, right? But the fact that it was leaked isn't necessarily, it's not Tectone's fault, it's not Tectone's mod's fault, it's not Legal Mindset's fault, it's not Oko's fault, it's not my fault. Anyone who was given this link was given a link that should not have been accessible. It's not
and the
our
fact
fault
that
that
it
the link was accessible.
isn't anybody's fault. Yeah, and just to make sure that everybody understands, the reason why this link was made public is somebody who was autistic about the case kept searching because they knew the county. Yeah, somebody knew the county was taking place in, which is not really hard to do because it's probably pretty public based off of where these people live, and everybody knows where these people live because they are internet creators. And they probably sorted it by location and by the name because everybody also knows Tectone's name, and they found the case that way. Again, that's not anybody's fault except for the fucking court system.
At Internets and Master 89.
Thank you for the 5.
Mom has
and I'll answer this question here in a moment.
So my question is, if this whole case is supposed to be sealed, then why was Myskeef allowed to read?
So it was not. It is not the whole case.
So the whole case
it is
wasn't
very
sealed.
specifically
Only the medical records and the personally identifying information of Pikachu was actually sealed. So so one, that's not going to do anything. 2, an issue is this was technically a closed hearing that Pikachu inappropriately invited Miskiff and one of Miskiff's mods to.
Yes.
Because she wanted to control the narrative.
She definitely did, in my personal opinion. Based off of how some of this went, I didn't really like that. As a lawyer, it's generally not a good idea to intentionally piss off random courts, so it makes sense to drop the vid if the docs get resealed. Not sure if it rises to the level of obligation, but lawyers are generally held to a higher standard than the sort of thing that the public, once a mistake becomes clear, I expect. That could make some sense. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know.
Which is why, again, probably Legal Mindset's privated or is going to edit video because he recognizes, okay, so this ended up being sealed. Let me go ahead and, remove the... Because, again, the motion to seal only was relevant to medical records of Pikachu and personally identifying information. The quote-unquote address that was leaked was a P.O. box, not considered personally identifying information.
Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, basically the entire case is not being sealed. Like, if you looked into the seal record, it specifically mentioned her information that would be related to HIPAA. So, I did my tick. I know, I'm sorry, chat. But anyway, so that's the sitch. A lot of people are getting upset at Legal Mindset for this, and it's just like, it's nobody's fault that these came out except for the counties. Pikachu actually came out
and accused Legal Mindset of doxing.
She did,
and it's tried to say, "Oh, we have to move. I have to move my family and stuff now." It's like, look, this
right here.
What Legal Mindset has. Oh my God, the Professor Keen just sent another 50 gifted memberships. Wow, thank you so much.
Nice,
I
congratulations.
could not be more appreciative. Thank you so much.
Excuse me. But yeah, so she went on her alt account to call him out. And she is specifically talking about I believe the docs that were leaked. And again, my problem with this is it's not his fault. Oh my gosh. Professor Keen, thank you for the 50 gifted members. Thank you, my man. Very much appreciated.
Mine as well.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
very big spender
freaking
tonight.
went
Very
into
much
both of our
appreciated.
chats and gifted 50 members. Thank you. My God,
We appreciate
absolutely
that.
based department.
Based indeed. I got to make some clips for when people do that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But it is my personal opinion. You're free to disagree with me if you want. That like, it's not really his fault that that these things got out. Did he stream it? Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe he did take it down so he could like scrub out some personally identifying information. But like, other than the address and all that kind of stuff,
Here's my issue.
I'm sorry. This is the court. This is the court's fault, not his, that it got out there. All right.
Not only that, but here's my issue. Pikachu, I think, is actually referring to the stream that happened yesterday. Thank you, Veg900,
Yes,
so much for the 5 gifted memberships.
It is not.
Stream
It is for that
is
yesterday's
something
stream.
that
Yeah.
actually look. Yesterday's stream had nothing to do with anything that was related to the link that was accessed. And thank you so much, God, Pyroferno for another 50. I don't know what's happening, guys.
Based.
Okay, let me.
You're
finish
giving
my thought.
Ava spending money for next month.
Let me finish my thought. So, an issue here is the stream that Legal Mindset did yesterday was the actual protective hearing transcript, post-redacted. I watched him read through it. He obtained it legitimately because lawyers usually can. This is public information, and we were going through the transcripts, and I saw several areas where Pikachu's personal identifying information and her medical records were clearly redacted, as well as Tectone's. So, for her to say, posted in unredacted leaked documents that were meant to be sealed live to thousands, that this is not true. What he
And that's why I
said
think she's
yesterday,
talking
which is
about
what
the
Pink
initial
is
filing.
responding to. I don't think he is. I don't think she is. I think she.
You don't think so?
I think that's plausible deniability that she set up on purpose. Because because if this were true, she would have posted this yesterday before Part 2 stream. That would have been the thing. But no, she
think so?
responded directly after the Part 2 stream. I legitimately think that she quite literally... Because here's the thing, the transcript and how it goes down completely destroys the narrative that Miss Kiff and Pink tried to fucking portray to the public.
Okay.
Maybe
He
I'm
has
wrong
thousands
here,
of viewers.
but
he did have thousands of viewers yesterday. Yeah,
he had like
did.
over
He had,
5,000
over
viewers at the
5,000.
time that I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was directly, thank you. JP Ravenfire, one of my main mods and a moderator of Legal Mindset as well, said it was directly after the stream ended. The Part 2 stream ended that she posted this. So, I was right. What, Pink, what you are reacting to, and you can try and move your goalposts and say, oh, I'm talking about the first stream, which, by the way, is now privated, so he's actually doing his due diligence if we're to believe your freaking narrative, but the fact of the matter is, no. You wanted to push out something of a narrative with Miskiff and his mod because he was invited to a closed hearing and you knew you could actually get ahead of this. Somebody, a lawyer, actually got a hold of the transcript, which is completely legal for him to do. He covered it and you had a problem with it. That's how this went down. Now, all of this being said, Tectone still took this L. This is still a loss for Tectone. But I'm just saying, Pink is not unclean hands here. I mean, she's not clean hands, you know? She's clearly dirty herself. I'll be right back.
Yep, sounds good. Sounds good. Most of Twitter had eaten up the narrative. Again, here's what I will say. I think that her anger really should be directed towards the county because it's the county that really fucked up in this, in my personal opinion. Maybe you can give a little bit more anger towards a lawyer. I have absolutely no idea, in my personal opinion. But like, it's not his fault that these are out there. And And so I don't know. I think it's dumb. I mean, like the fact that he's gonna edit. I imagine that since he privated it, he is gonna take out the address. And you know what? If he's gonna do that, then you know what? That's a good step on him. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's illegal. It's definitely an asshole thing to do to like have somebody's address out there unintentionally, for that kind of reason. But I think I think that her anger should really just be with the county for this getting out in the first place, because the county fucked up, Tectone ain't getting those guns back. We'll talk about that. Because chat, I have some opinions of Tectone. And some of my opinions are going to be further thrown out there based on some stuff we're going to view today. I do want to let people know, by the way, that even though I am kind of like talking, I'm on the side of hoping that somebody's not a sexual assaulter, obviously. But I also hate Tectone, and if he gives me a reason to say that I hate him, I'm going to say that. But I do want to make sure that everybody knows I'm a neutral party in this, although my bias leans towards I fucking hate Tectone. Just letting you guys know, so that people understand. I don't like him, all right? I have a lot of reasons to dislike him, least of which is that he is a fucking hypocrite that will say whatever he can to try and get whatever. Thank you for the 10 internet Zen Master. I'll just read this right now. Techie took an L, but Pinky basically poisoning the well against him with Mizkif is now backfiring on her because people are actually reading the transcripts and realizing Mizkif wasn't being truthful. We don't have the full transcript. I would like the full transcript so I could personally read it. I know that LM was planning to release it.
I'll get them. I'll get them.
The moment you get them, if you please get them. Please get them.
Yeah,
I want to read them. And then we can read them on camera.
Look, I helped a lot with like some of the background in this case, especially breaking the fact that the judge who oversaw this case was actually forcibly recused from a protective order.
Oh, did you tell him that?
Because of her biased behavior in 2020. Yes, I'm the one who broke that part of the story.
That is hilarious.
So I'm sure I'm like, hey, could I get the copy of the transcripts? I'm pretty sure that'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, you get the transcripts and then we'll read them. If we can get them before Sunday, we'll
do a role play.
We'll read them together. Oh, of course, of course. You get to be Pink Chew because you're the real woman there. So
hold on. It's so rude.
Anyway,
I'd like it's accurate, but it's rude. God damn it.
Anyway, here is what I will say, chat. Is a lot of people are talking about this. There are a lot of commentary people, a lot of commentary shitters, and then just like a lot of drama people talking about this. And I'm not really counting myself in that because I try to put everybody else in their own box. But you know who is talking about it or planning to talk about it or may plan to talk about it that totally should not talk about it at all? Tectone. He's going live
I'm very
on
upset
Sunday.
about this.
Tectone is planning to talk about this on Sunday.
I don't watch Tectone stream. I have taken multiple stances that I'm not defending Tectone here. I'm trying to point out legal lines and stuff. This is a stream I'm going to actually watch, and I swear to God.
Same. Dude, he's going to have the highest viewership ever on this stream.
I know exactly what he can and cannot talk about. And I swear to God, if he fucks up, honestly, at that point, dude, you've lost. Yeah, people fucking come at us because we're lawyers. We had to play devil's advocate. We had to play the defense. We have to actually point out the arguments because they're valid. And whether or not you like the person, it doesn't matter. Okay? I will fight for the Second Amendment rights of some leftoid as I would somebody on the right. Doesn't matter. But what annoys us so much is when we go the extra mile to point out the legal lines, to defend, to opine, and to advise. Oh, well, I'm going to talk about it right on February 1st on Sunday. Well, good job. Who was the other person? Takahata. He was the other person. I'm like, hey, I'm proud of him. He hasn't been talking about it. And then literally an hour later, he dropped a doc. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. God damn it.
Then he talked about it. Mhm.
Just stay. I'm gonna go
Stay off.
there.
Exactly. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. What I will say is, chat. Everybody's going to be watching this stream. I am going to be watching this stream. I may even record it so that I can clip out parts later that I find to be interesting, so that I can then talk about it later during the day, because I will be talking about this stream on Sunday night before Dogwave, because this is just, in my personal opinion, this is one of the worst things that you could possibly do right after protective order gets thrown onto you.
Not only this,
because
but people have to understand the reason why Tectone lost is because, like, as people are going to read the transcripts, they're going to see, well, he didn't name Pikachu, he was talking about it vaguely. It doesn't really matter to this judge, and him talking about it at all was enough to get the judge to extend this protective order 10 years. There is a history here with this judge flapping the shit out of you for even a perceived misstep. So for Tectone to even think about going live before this is resolved is ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit later, especially if we get to the first transcript. There are some clips from a video that we're going to watch that I want to bring up that will definitely help illustrate my point. But the problem that I really have with Tectone is that it sounds like he was definitely in a shitty district to start with, because the judge is a bad judge and it has a history of doing this. That is an element that really sucks on him. Yeah, and that's an element that really fucking sucks for somebody. The judge quite literally said in 2020
on social media, the reason why I am a DV judge, a judge who literally heads the protective hearing cases in this county, because it's an elected position, the reason why I'm running for this is because I was DV'd and I want to be a voice and a help for victims. Now that sounds really commendable, but when you hear it coming from a judge, that's a problem. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a serious problem.
And so I will say,
because it shows that they have a bias, and they're running on that bias.
Yeah, excuse me. That is definitely a point against him. All right? The second problem I have is he could not shut up when all of this was going down. Again, I believe the video we're going to be watching is going to go through that. But if I do think that if he said nothing, kept himself quiet, and did nothing, he probably still would have had this TV put on him based off of who the judge is. I have absolutely no idea, but he definitely fucked himself over.
Argument to be made.
It probably would have been a much more difficult argument to make.
Because if they hadn't, because that was one of the main things they pointed to, was that vague posting, and that's kind of like the big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the schizophrenia, the admittance to schizophrenia and him not taking meds might have also helped, but
yeah,
this judge particularly doesn't like the whole, there's a classic defense strategy when it comes to men who are accused of sexual abuse, whether it be legitimately or falsely. And it's to discredit the individual who is making the accusation.
Mm-hmm.
Playing into that when you are dealing with a judge who is kind of actively fighting against that dogma and that oversight in the court system, while it might be a pendulum swing, you need to be aware of that. And I have no idea how this man had 5 lawyers who could not get him to shut up until after it was too late.
Yeah. So yeah, like as I said, chat, if we get through to the actual stream where Legal Mindset speaks and we get to go through some of this transcript, we will. I'm going for quite a while tonight anyway, so that we probably will. But there are a lot of clips of Tectone out there just being an asshole towards Pinkchu when he should have just shut the fuck up. And I know you haven't seen some of these clips, and when you listen to them, you're going to be like, like when I listen to some of these clips, I'm like, look, how
that's the main criticism and the reason why I think he got this protective order. So I'm going to hear these, I'm like, yeah, that kind of fucking, look, that's, play that for a judge who already has a victim-sided bias. Guess what? You're going to get bitch-slapped by the law. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. So, before we get there, I did also want to quickly go through this clip by Asmongold here. Now, a lot of people have been like putting their eyes on Asmongold because he is the biggest streamer out of all of them, and a lot of them have been asking him about Tectone and Lucari. Now, this is his answer. Basically, he keeps getting asked and he keeps talking about it. And my personal opinion for him is just to say, I can't talk about it and then move on, you know? But he keeps like reading chat and then saying that he can't talk about it. And I think that Asmongold just needs to say, I'm not going to talk about it, and then ignore people that ask him about it.
What he needs to do, he needs to have his
mhm.
editor take a clip from this and post it on his YouTube channel.
And post it on his YouTube
Because
channel.
that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's,
yeah.
look, the best way for Asmongold to communicate with his audience is quite literal. Like, for quick statements, are those little 2-3 minute uploads that are just a clip from his stream to his YouTube audience. That's all he needs to do, and it'll probably dramatically reduce the people asking about the situation in chat.
It probably will. It probably will. Yeah. Chat, I don't know why everybody's saying Tectone's going live tomorrow. Tectone's going live on Sunday. That's technically in 1 day and 3 hours. So technically it's in 2 days. But anyway, let's go through this.
It's not. It's in 27 hours.
27 hours, yeah. Yeah. That's literal. That's almost literally what I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go through this.
About a Tectone combat, I ain't gonna talk. I will say that you know, a lot of people have been outspoken, wanting me to talk about the Tectone or the Lucari thing. I'm gonna just kind of lay this out straight up, flat out, just straight, like 100%. I'm in a lawsuit right now. I'm being sued for defamation, and any comments that I could make about either of those cases could be used as evidence to further create a case against me in the existing defamation lawsuit that I have now. I don't want to give that any more oxygen. I don't want to prolong that at all. And the only thing I want to do is be over with
happening. He's not even talking like,
about
these people are related in the case. No, he's saying he is actively being sued for defamation. And any statements that can be construed as defamation, even for unrelated parties, can be used by the people who are suing him to say, hey, look, he doesn't just defame us. He defames all these other people. So he's being smart here. He's not saying that he's directly related to Tectone or Lucari's case. He is saying his own case makes it impossible for him to speak on this because he might say something that will be used against him in court.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if he's I imagine he's talking about the Mizkiv case. That's the only one I can think of. I don't know what, like, personally he could, like, say that would damage that case when he's just speaking on Tectone himself.
Again, look, like, what Mizkiv's lawyers would do. Look, this man is so uncognizant of his own words and his own audience and pull that he's willing to defame a lifelong friend. And then they show a Tectone defamation clip or him denouncing Tectone. And then that adds to Mizkiv's argument that this man is not aware of the pull that he has in his audience, and the words that he says are consistently defamatory, more so than just against my client Mizkiv, but against others as well. That is what he is worried about and why he's being shut. It's not going to affect his case directly. It adds what's known as argumentative ammunition for his enemy, which he does not want to do. So, not going to comment at all on this, even though it's unrelated, because Mizkiv's lawyers would probably try and use it.
Really quickly, all of the 300 people on Kick are poofed. That's funny.
Oh, you were botted. Oh my god.
I was. I don't know who was botting me. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I don't know.
You were actually fucking botted.
That is hilarious. I went from 390 now down to 45. That is hilarious.
Yeah. Does that mean you've made it? When other people bought for you, does that mean you've made it?
I don't know who was doing that, but that is hilarious. Please don't do that again,
Please don't do that, by the way. Yeah.
I would prefer to have real people in my audience. Thank you very much, but that is hilarious. Anyway, like, my personal opinion is, like, okay, if he doesn't want, if that's the concern, he should just say, I'm not going to talk about it right now. I can't talk about it right now. I'm
and then he
totally
needs to
compromised.
upload that to YouTube. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, the fact that he keeps bringing it up, I just feel like he's eventually going to break down, and that's not. It's not what I don't think it's a good idea. But yeah, I really just wanted to bring this up. Just like, man, if you need to shut up, stop answering random chatters that are asking about it, because it's not a good look. All right, Clanker's not welcome. I agree. Rest in peace, Clankers. Yes, I agree. Rest in peace, Clankers. Anyway, so this
More like rest in pieces.
This is Shamu, or Shamu, excuse me. He is definitely anti-Tectone. He's made a couple videos on Tectone, I think 2 of them, and he talks about drama, I believe. Drama are just like different related topics on the internet. Oh yeah, he's talked about a lot of random different stuff. He's talked about Ethan Ralph. Oh, he talked about the Thorpes. He talked about Keemstar. Excuse me. And he has made at least 2 videos on Tectone. We're not going to watch the first one. We're going to watch the second one. Because he actually did a FOIA request 6 months ago, or over 6 months ago, for information from the first lawsuit, I believe. And then I think he's also going to be talking about the Pink Chew stuff as well.
Protective order?
No, not. I don't think it was the temp one. I believe that he did a FOIA over the frame one. I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Although I haven't watched this whole video, so I don't know what in specific he has FOIA'd. I just know that he has some of the information on here. And I know he does because it corroborates some of the stuff that Legal Mindset said the other day. And I know that Legal Mindset had some of those court documents as well. Speaking of which, I would like to see the Freem lawsuit. I would like to read through that because some of that sounded pretty crazy and insane too. But we're going to watch this second video, the Tectone court documents.
Somehow related to Pikachu's lawsuit.
There's this one.
Well, she's related to it. So I'll explain it. So Freem is the former wife of Tectone. At some point, Tectone and Freem did not like each other anymore, and a divorce happened. Legal Mindset, when I listened to that Legal Mindset first part of that stream, he basically said that, or alleged that, like, Freem cheated on Tectone, and because Freem cheated on Tectone, Tectone started getting with Pink Chew, and basically they cheated on each other, it sounds like, and things were going away. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think cheating is absolutely awful and disgusting, and that if anybody does it, you're basically like ruining a marriage. And if you don't love somebody anymore, you should leave them. Now, I don't know all of the circumstances of Freem. I don't really care. I still think that cheating is bad. However, I am curious to see what the reasoning is. Sounds like a mess. It does sound like a mess. The best part is there was allegedly an NDA, I believe, not even allegedly, I think there is an NDA where they're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know if that was Tectone or her that asked for it, but both sides aren't allowed to talk about it. And so yeah, so we're going to go through this entire video here. It is 36 minutes long. It talks about some of the recent happenings, including the lawsuit, I believe, between Free. Here, we'll go through this. Yeah, it does talk about it talks about some of the other stuff. It might be in the wrong one. I think this is the wrong one I think we need to watch this one.
Hey guys, please hit.
I believe this is the one we need to watch. Yes, this is the one that we need to watch. Never mind, we're not watching the 36-minute one. We're watching the hour-long one. I hope you guys are strapped in.
Oh, Jesus!
We're gonna be doing this for a while.
I'm not gonna. I have
she was bored,
I
think.
I have myself an hour, and I don't know we're gonna get through this in an hour, but
probably not. If not, it's not the end of the world. You can stick around for as long as you want, and then you can jump off. But anyway, without any further ado, let's just like jump into it.
Like on the video, as it helps the channel and the algorithm. If you want to support more content like this, you can do one. Also on both YouTube and Twitch has spent the past enabled. Tectone, a streamer with close to 1 million subscribers on both YouTube
and Twitch. We're gonna do 1.25 speed just because. Boil up some Mountain Dew. Ew. Gotta sleep. All right, you have a good rest. You have a good rest, chat.
Twitch has spent the past year embroiled in a assault scandal with his ex-girlfriend and
you know what, this guy actually speaks loud enough or hard enough that 1.0 speed is good enough.
These serious allegations.
Yeah, he actually goes
that
fast.
His father, who he had brought on streams and podcasts, was one of the most infamous in U.S. military.
Oh, by the way, did you know that about Tectone's dad? I learned that like 6 months ago when everybody else learned about that. That was really crazy.
I'm sorry, did they just call him the most infamous rapist?
Yes.
In U.S. history?
Tectone's dad was convicted. It was so bad that his dad was using as an example in Congress about rape in the military.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, that's really not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There is a law on the books, I believe, because of his dad.
Because of Tectone's dad. Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was
All
that
right.
bad. Hopefully we get to that point so
No,
that
I
you
don't
can
think
listen to
Tectone's
that.
dad's being
History.
invited to the
The
Unsubscribed
absurdity of this
podcast anytime soon.
Probably not.
Situation piqued my interest, and after putting together a timeline of events and testimony, what I found was a man willing to lie, deceive, and manipulate those around him. Sourcing court documents I found, I believe this video will offer an exclusive look into what has really been going on with Tectone, and it is not good. Is he guilty? Well, by the end of the video, you will at least have some clarity as to how we got here. But you know what they say, like father, like son.
I don't know what happens, bro.
Okay, I will say he's not been convicted of rape. All right. To avoid a lawsuit, all right, to avoid a defamation lawsuit, you should probably not say that Tectone is a rapist unless the court says
That
that
is
he is
strike one.
guilty of it. All right.
That
He
is
is
strike
not
one for me in my
guilty.
chat.
All right. He is not guilty of rape. He is allegedly guilty of sexual assault. And that's the again.
No, that's not
I-
even true.
Or
What has happened, everybody? A judge has found it, more likely than not, that he may have committed these actions and in a preventative measure has installed a protective order in the amount of 10 years to prevent what the judge thinks might have happened. This is not a beyond a reasonable doubt standard, which is what would be required for even the judge to say, yeah, he definitely did this. No. The judge says, I'm suspicious they might have done this, and for that, I'm taking this action. There's no guilt here. There's no finding that's actually beyond a reasonable doubt. This is a preponderance of evidence, which means reasonable suspicion. 51% is the standard here. And it's
Pretty
not a
much.
finding of fact.
And it's just like Tectone's dad was convicted. You can call
Yes,
him
he
that
was.
because he was
And
convicted.
look, I'm gonna
and
say this right now
he got
too, and this is the
a
reason. The defamation isn't the reason for my first strike. My first strike is you said like father, like son. I'm sorry, but the sins of the father are not something that the American court's justice system considers, because we used to consider that when we were under Britain's boot. You could actually, as the son of somebody, a criminal, get charged for the crimes of your father. We decided as a country that's pretty
insane.
fucked up, and we moved away from that. So, that is the reason why I'm giving this first strike. Not because of the defamation of Tectone, but because you decided to go like father, like son. Well, his father did it, clearly he did too. That's the fucked up part.
Do you think that if Pink had gone through a criminal case, the result would have been the same, or is it still too soon? She tried to, and
She
it
tried
sounds like
to.
it was either dropped or closed.
It was dropped.
I don't know.
So there's
dropped.
a little bit of things that I would like to get into here. Because she filed a criminal report, then the only way that a citizen can quote unquote press charges is by initiating it via a police report. The police will then investigate, and based on the findings of their investigation, they will forward those findings to the district attorney's prosecution office. They will be the ones who decide whether or not to press charges. When you put in a report, you can't take it back. You can't go, oh, you know what, I decided not to press charges. That's not up to you. You put in the report, it's going to be up to the district attorney on whether or not charges are filed at that point. So everyone trying to say, oh, Pikachu put in the criminal charges, but she dropped them because of blah, blah. No, she didn't. She put them in, the police found no criminal or wrongdoing to pursue it and forwarded it to the district attorneys, and they dropped it. That's what happened.
Yep. By the way, just for those that are curious, Ava is a lawyer. She did family law for a couple of years, so I trust her word
That's
over
part of
just
why I'm
my
getting so
own
heated
word.
because this is family law shit. Travis County is notorious. Like, I have horror stories I was hearing when I was practicing at my firm coming from Travis County, Texas, okay? This is fucking wild shit here, but I'm gonna let you know right now. Something Pikachu could do that might actually get criminal proceedings here. So people don't think I'm just infinitely sweeping for Tectone or trying to defend Tectone.
Oh, they're gonna say you are regardless.
The findings of I know, but the findings of the judge here could actually be used and bundled with the evidence that she had in her original report, and she can file an amended report. Maybe the police will take that report more seriously with the protective order in place and signed by a judge. But that's not for me to say. That's up to that county and that judicial system. But that would be the way that she would do this. She can drop charges, and she never dropped criminal charges. She filed them, and there was no wrongdoing actually found the police could point at, and so they couldn't forward it to the district attorney.
Well, there you go. There you go. Let's continue.
That follows me like the plague. You think we'll catch out?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Because Tectone is the breadwinner. He makes the money.
No, it's because you're...
I'm just gonna say off the bat, all right? I don't know Freem. I don't know anything about her. She's got the dyed hair, so I'm already pretty freaked out by her. All right? I know she's a VTuber and all VTubers are crazy, but she's got the dyed hair. You've got the dyed hair like that. You're just kind of crazy looking to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is personal opinion.
Yo, your hair's dyed. Something sus.
It's like septum ring theory. If you got a septum ring, you're kind of weird. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, septum ring is honestly a walking red flag. And guess what? It might be hot, but red flags tend to be.
I don't find it hot personally. I only find a few external things that you do to your body hot.
No, the
and
red
that
is
one
the
ain't one of
fire
them.
because you set the flag on fire. That's the heat.
Human being.
That's like saying you're gonna make but not have the money shot. It ain't there ain't a money shot. She looks real submissive and looks like, in the words of Halsey, I can take a pounding.
She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not going to say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific.
It isn't hot. I agree, chap. I agree. Again, piercings, there is a limited case use where piercings are nice. Ears are one of them. I'm going to say that most other ones probably aren't. Most. Okay? Anything else across the face just kind of freaks me out. All right? Especially the ones on the
my
lips. It's
ears
just like,
aren't
how the
even
fuck do you
pierced.
eat? I mean, that's fine, but it's just like ears are the one place where it's just like, yeah, I'm okay with that, you know? But anywhere else, and that just freaks me out. All right? I'm sorry. Maybe that's weird coming from the guy that's using a clown avatar, but, you know, I don't fucking care.
It would have ruined all of our lives.
Oh, girls don't like crazy guys.
They like abusive guys.
Well, here's...
It will never not be the hottest
Is it,
thing
like,
ever
lagging?
when a...
Huh?
Hold on.
No.
Like, it just keeps, like, freezing on my end. Hold on, let me
That's weird. Here, I'll retry.
stop watching. And then, yeah, because it was, like, super fucking, like, 2 FPS.
That's weird.
Alright, try again.
Okay.
thick female
Oh,
has
yeah,
a
let's go now.
in their mouth. Am I gonna get canceled over this? No.
Huh? Is it fixed?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what the problem was.
That's weird.
Is that
Thank you for
Tectone
the
doing
follow.
the caramel dance and dance?
I think it is. I think
Oh,
it is. I think it
Jesus.
is.
Wanna know why? I guess I don't.
In a maid outfit, by the way.
Yeah,
Tectone
yeah,
is a
yeah.
You know
I'm
who
aware.
else has done a maid outfit, chat? Here, hold on.
Oh.
You
Have
know who else has done a maid outfit? I'm sure that there's. I'm
think
pretty
you
sure I've
have.
had art of me. I think I have art of me, but like, no, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Chat.
Oh, who?
It's Hassan Piker. It's Hassan Piker.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, inside of you there are 2 wolves. One is bald, one is not, but both are wearing a maid outfit for some reason.
User for the follow.
Exactly. No, in real life. You're gonna stalk him and become obsessed with him.
Hassan Piker!
There you go, chat. I did that purely just for that. Just for you, chat. Just for you, chat. All right. All right. Let's continue.
Is best known for playing and promoting gacha games like Genshin Impact, which, from what I can tell, is essentially like gambling for children, as these sorts of companies generate.
Okay, in my personal opinion, Genshin should not be for children. Okay.
Yeah,
I understand where
that's
it's
a little
marketed to,
wild.
but
Look,
Genshin should be made for adults.
Most of these freaking gacha games are fucking
Are for
like
adults.
Gooner games too. So what are you talking about?
Well, okay, it is just really like a tourist's look inside of what a gacha game is. My personal opinion, it should be for adults. Adults only should be playing these games. All right, that's why I'm just like.
Completely agree.
I understand why people would say that, but in my personal opinion, they should be for adults.
Revenue from users gambling on pulls to get an endless supply of sought-after characters and items.
We get a new 5-star. We gonna get it 100%. You wanna know why? Because I'm supposed to. Because I'm supposed to. Hey, you wanna know how I know? Because chat, right now, if you follow my stream and you're new here, you get 3 free pulls in Honkai Star Rail. That's the crazy thing. Here we go. We have 8 more to go.
Damn, lucky ass man.
Whoa, here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Okay, I am blocking Tectone for you, chat, so that you don't have to see him. He is like freaking out like such a child right now. Listen, I will say, if you act like this when you play gachas, I'm not going to judge you. Even though I think that if people act like this on
I will
screen...
judge you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'll come down and judge you, but I will.
I'm just saying that if you act like this when you do polls on stream like this...
I see, look, when I see this, I see somebody completely taken over by the reptilian monkey brain, looking at the colors and the pretty face. Like you are a slave to your endorphins right now.
Yeah.
Get your shit
why
together.
I don't play gacha
I don't know
games,
what to tell you.
Right?
I know they are they're so geared to just destroy you psychologically.
Is he soy pogging? Here, chat. Let me move us a little bit. Move us a little bit so you can see this. Yes, he is soy pogging, chat.
He's soy pogging. Yeah, pretty hard.
Like, I don't mind if you enjoy gacha games. All right, I know some people enjoy gacha games, and that's completely fine.
Everybody, we better look out. There are 2 plushies on Tectone's couch, and I think Miskiff better be careful.
Oh dear, watch out, Miskiff. He might use those towards you. Those are tactical. Those are tactical plushies. Both of them look water based, and I think Miskiff is weak to water damage.
Yeah.
Please, Clara! Clara, brought you out! Clara, brought you out! Clara, brought you out! Please!
Again, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Please!
This is somebody in the throes of psychosis.
Okay, I will say that if you fall out of your chair like this,
that's pretty funny.
Don't do it on stream,
That's
all right?
pretty funny.
Because I will make fun of you for it. I'm gonna make fun of Tectone right now because he did this on stream. This is like, broski. You have no self-respect, all right? Again, I get it. Gacha games fill those endorphins, and that's why I stopped playing them. All right, man. You sound like a bit of a tard doing this. We're not all like this. I know you're not all like this. Gacha dragons. Surprised his enemies don't use this to make fun of him. I mean, this is technically an enemy who's using this.
Also, this is kind of like the main stuff people use to attack Tectone when he hasn't done gacha content in a while.
Mm-hmm.
This is like people's go-to stuff for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I don't know, he just sounds like he finished in somebody. Which is ironic, considering he doesn't like vagina.
He looks like he just finished in somebody.
Very ironic, considering that he doesn't like vagina.
Roman.
Oh, fuck.
Look at him, look. That, I swear to God, the bold hands on the head. I've seen people in padded rooms make that pose. This is not okay.
Yeah.
Is he
For
gooning?
Branya?
He very well might be, guys.
He's definitely gooning right now. All right. I'm not reading that chat.
Every
Why would you
pause
put that
frame
image in my
is
head?
a goon string. It's green.
Almost passed out on the ground.
He literally is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I legitimately almost just passed out, bro.
Yeah, of course you did, because you just expended 3 days worth of energy in one fucking poll. That's insane. Yeah. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that scene from the first Avatar, The Last Airbender, where that guy starts foaming at the mouth, cheering for Aang.
Oh yeah.
He just, yeah, that's pretty much what happened here.
Yeah. This was day one Bronya. I don't care if it was day one Bronya. The way that he's acting. Listen.
No,
People.
Whoever said that, this is day. You said that as though that was somehow a defense. It's not.
Listen. People will look at retards like this and say, "Oh, anime man." Not even once. Anime man.
For real, yeah.
This is what happens when you get into anime.
It's a bad name.
All right. All right. Literally, this man right here. All right. This is what people think anime is. Okay. That is what they think all anime is because of him.
If you open
That's one reason why I hate him.
He looked at anime.
You look in and it's his face. Exactly. It's his fucking face. It's his fucking face. Oh, fucking hell. I
swear on my life, I pinky promise, I was about to pass out. This feeling, free to play Bronya.
Even Tectone, the one promoting these games, doesn't seem to be immune from spending large sums of money on exploitative Chinese crap. Yes, my two favorite Chinese imports. Genshin Impact.
Go ahead.
Didn't he have a brush with homelessness? Over his
Yes,
gacha
he
spending?
mentions that he had a brush.
I swear to God he did.
Over his gacha spending, I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And fentanyl. We love China.
350?
Higher.
400.
Higher.
500?
A little bit higher.
Please tell me she's talking dollars and not $500,000.
I'm seeing K.
Wait, on just Genshin?
Yeah, I spent $500,000 on Genshin Impact.
No!
Lie! God!
You're kidding me! Bro!
Oh my God!
I've never owned that much money. I have not made that much money in my entire life.
I mean, he was making, what was it, 100K a month or a week or something like that? He could, yeah, yo, fucking...
$500,000?
$500,000.
On just Genshin. Just Genshin, allegedly.
That's the thing, this is just Genshin. There are other fucking gachas that he played.
See, chat, this is why I quit playing gacha games, because I did see myself spending a lot of money to just get characters, and it's just like, you know what, I can't do this. This is way too much money. I'm gonna get myself in debt that I can't get out of. I'm gonna stop playing gacha games. You know?
I think the most money I've ever spent any like online game would probably be when I was a kid playing Mabanogi.
You know?
Yeah, I used to buy a lot of Nexon points or whatever the fuck they were called.
Oh yeah.
And I would get like mounts and all kinds of stuff for Mabanogi. I probably spent in my childhood years playing Mabanogi maybe $300 over the course of years. So I cannot wrap my head around this.
No. Again, like at least when in Enfield, you know, I bought the battle pass because it's just like, oh, I'm high enough that I feel like buying it is worth it for me. And I bought like one summon, but like broski. Why?
Honestly, the girl in the white, her face. That's the face.
Yeah.
That's the face anyone should make when you're told that somebody spent $500,000 in a fucking game.
That might be Pink. I have no idea. Because I know that the black hair is Emeru. That might be Pink. I have no idea. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, let's continue.
I have no idea who anyone is.
Tectone joined OTK, or Orange Tree King Streaming Organization, on November 21st, 2021, with streamers such as Osmongold, Mizkif, and later Emeru. Interestingly, OTK has had several different scandals in the same realm as Tectone's. One of the co-owners was accused of SA, and the other co-owner, Mizkif, was accused of covering up an assault.
There's more. This is an older video, so there's more stuff you can say now. But
Oh, how when
Tectone
did
is
this
also
come
one of
out?
The biggest
this is like 7 months old. I want to say. Hold on.
Let's see.
June 1st. Yeah, it's 7 months old. June 1st.
Okay, so yeah, that would be a month before. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
that's wild timing. A month before all the real allegations came out against Miskiv.
Yep. Pretty much.
Wow.
Accusing was acquitted. Was Richard Campbell acquitted? I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
think
I
he
don't know
was,
very
yeah.
much about Richard Campbell. Was he? Oh, good.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know if he
pretty
was.
sure
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Gold worshippers online. He basically thinks the guy walks on water anytime he comes up.
The reason why I started being a streamer was because of Asmon. Asmon has been and always will be my favorite streamer. The dude's funny, the guy's charismatic, and he made me feel better about my life.
Tectone would eventually host the Steak and Eggs podcast with Gold and Emaru. Before we can get to the absurdities of epigenetic, we need to go back to August of 2022 when Tectone's then wife Freem left him.
You've been losing weight. Do I look different than when I first started Camp Canoe?
Yeah.
Because I'm bald?
Because your face.
Abusive relationship.
That's why I'm leaving.
I don't know. Again, I don't know very much about his relationship with Freem. But if she,
All I
if he's
know
like, oh,
is
this
someone
abusive
willing to
relationship.
fake punch somebody on stream. Take 10 though. Oh, yeah, see, abusive relationship. Clearly trying to joke. Yeah, that's why I'm leaving. I'm sorry, I've seen a common denominator here. Even the fake out, like you plain punching him in the face, and then told him he was leaving or you were leaving. That's pretty wild.
Damn. Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't like this joke anymore.
that's just nasty.
I was like, okay, I don't like this joke anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't like this joke. Frig, I'll give you a hug.
Oh, that is an awkward ass hug. Hold on a moment. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see this.
Yeah,
Frig, I'll give you a hug.
it wasn't a joke.
Dude, if she's pulling in like
It
that,
was
not
not
even
a
wrapping
joke.
her arms around you,
Yeah,
she's definitely not happy.
I've
I don't
never
know,
seen
that
somebody's
doesn't-
lips make a perfect line.
Mm-hmm.
It's not up,
I
it's
think that's
not
a
down,
sign.
it's not a frown, it's not a smile. It's the neutral face. I never have seen a
Mhm.
true neutral face.
No, yeah, she's not happy to be there. Holy shit.
From the body language of Freem, it really looks like she does not want him hugging her.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, she pats him. Oh, is she going in?
Father, son,
Hey, there she goes. She finally goes for it.
Earlier, Tectone
She
would-
finally goes for it. It's just like if a woman like pauses
felt
that
like a
long,
pity
she
hug.
definitely doesn't want to.
I
feel like it was like
I'm
a-
sorry.
It was just like a, oh, I'm on camera, I should probably hug him back kind of deal, you know?
Yeah. That was not a. That's not the hug you want. You don't want the pity hug.
Yeah. No, that was not good. That was not good, man.
explained to his stream that he had been hurting his wife for a very long time with pretty poor.
All right, what? What? Why would you admit that on stream? Okay.
Okay, first of all, we haven't heard him say it. We just heard this guy characterize it in a really crazy way. I
You're right.
think
You're right.
what we're
You're
going to
right.
hear and what's going to be contextualized is
You think
the
it'll be different?
relationship is not good. The relationship has been harmful to both Freem and Tectone.
Okay, let's listen.
I think
let's
that,
listen.
like,
Let's
I
listen.
just, let's see.
Explanations, all while Freem was packing her things to leave him.
I want to get this announcement out of the way beforehand. I've heard that I have been hurting someone. I've been hurting someone that I care a lot about. Sometimes, chat, caring too much is not good. It's really not. Sometimes you can mean well, but still cause, I guess, overbearingness to the people who you care about. Because we've been together since we were so young, we formed a very bad codependency for one another. Sometimes when Freem isn't in the house, I can't function as a human being at all. I just can't do it.
Okay, I would not admit that. That's a sign of mental illness. Oh, that's a sign that you can't operate without your partner. I don't know, man. You need to have a little bit of dependency. What do you think?
Is it possible to care too much? I'm asking for me. I would say that one, and I noticed that the editing was a little playful here, but he said I've been hearing online a lot of people saying I've been hurting somebody in my relationship or whatever, but he didn't say he was hurting people. He said he heard people telling him he's been hurting people, right? So I don't know. I think.
Well, I mean, we're still gotta go through the clip.
You gilded the lily a little bit there.
Yeah, let's continue through the clip.
Because it got to a point.
Oh my gosh! By the way, guess who he was sponsored by during this time?
Advanced.
He was sponsored by Advanced GG chat.
Where I didn't really know the difference of who I was and who Freem was, and when Freem wasn't around me, I didn't feel like a complete human being. And during that process, I hurt my wife because she was overworked, and y'all know that. It's even a meme. It's even a meme. Me yelling Freem. Freem! Sprinting over here.
Okay, technically he did just admit that he hurt his wife.
Yeah, but it was in the context I fucking assumed it was.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't I physically harmed my wife, and this is what I'm admitting to. You knew what you did with the fucking the setup, the narrative, the word choice. Is it good that he was harming Freem, even if it came with mentally or with his overbearingness as a relationship partner? Absolutely not. It's not good. But you knew what you were doing when you framed it that certain way, because now people are automatically going to jump to, oh yeah, he physically harmed her.
Mm-hmm.
We know that's not what was said, but we know that's what you meant when you framed it that way.
So I've been hurting Freem for a very long time. I stopped seeing her as a different person. I saw her as myself. And I asked her to do too much. I asked her to help me too much. And Freem was also hurting me in a way where she wouldn't communicate with me because she was afraid due to her past relationships. But what I realized is a little bit too late, is that Freem is not me. And just because I'm okay with creating content 24/7 does not mean that my wife would be okay with that. I thought you were getting divorced. Same.
They would divorce only 4 months later. Freem filed for it, and Tectone would start a
Sorry. I teach you. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought we were divorcing too. Yeah, they would demand 4 months. Look, I'm almost tempted to remove the strike I gave earlier because that was just like a straight up Morgan Freeman moment. Oh yeah, no, where everything's fine. They divorced 4 months later.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Oh,
it just sounds like they both. It just sounds like a toxic
weren't good for each
relationship
other.
there.
Yeah,
No.
it's a codependent relationship. It's the worst kind. There's a
And it
reason
does
why
sound
there's
like he
that Rick and
recognized-
Morty fucking Chloe's like, oh my god, they're codependent.
Oh goodness, that was really bad to hear.
relationship with Twitch streamer and OnlyFans model Pink Chew.
But yeah, Ping is one of the best people I've ever met. She's never done anything.
That did not age well.
No, that did not.
That did not age
That
very
did not
well.
age well. That yeah. Holy shit, Tectone, are you getting ammo for Mizkif? There's plushies galore on that couch.
Hmm.
If Tectone was abusive, and what was really going on when clips started to resurface online.
How do I deal with him? I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're.
Fuck? Hold on a moment. Hold on. Go back.
I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I think. Okay, so I think this is Freem. Pretty sure that's Freem because I know that Pink doesn't look like that. Why are you getting mad at your wife for giving you pats on the shoulder, man?
look, I'm
Okay.
gonna be real. I've
does
been in
have
a
schizophrenia,
relationship
so-
where this was quite literally a joke. I love him, Pat. Don't touch me. Don't look at me.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, we'll
that's,
see.
like,
We'll see.
legitimately, like, and that's what it felt like. And then he fucking reacted to her saying she's patient, which I guess he assumes that she's not. Whatever. But like, this is not the gotcha you think it was. That was. You can even, like, if you go back, you can even see the little smirk when he says, "Don't touch me." It straight up feels
Yeah.
like that kind of inside joke shit. I've said that
Okay,
shit to
well,
my
let's
dad
watch.
when we're like in the fucking Jeep together. He's like, "So what do you think about that? Don't look at me. Don't breathe in my direction."
Okay.
Like,
All right,
I
well,
love that
let's
kinda
see.
shit.
Again, my first thought is this man has schizophrenia, and maybe that schizophrenia, like, bothers him while he's on the road, where if that's the case, Tectone probably shouldn't be driving if he's got schizophrenia that he's not medicating. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Just saying. She was cheating on her. I'm assuming you mean he was cheating on her in the marathon with
Weren't they
Death
both
with Miz in
cheating
that
on each
period.
other?
I do
Like,
believe
wasn't that the kind of the whole
question.
thing?
Well, the thing I have is, like, who started the cheating and why did the cheating start? Because if the cheating started because one was being abusive towards the other, then it's still shitty on both ends. But you know, there's some nuance basically. She was cheating on him
I
in
will
that
say
period
though,
in a
as
marathon.
somebody who doesn't like, I don't drive a lot, but you better not fucking touch me when I'm driving. Like, I gotta lock in, I gotta focus. I can't have any external sensory input with my autistic self if I'm behind the wheel having to pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
I might very well freak out at someone like close to touching me when I'm trying to drive in traffic.
Yeah.
You shit driving.
I believe
Shut the
she
fuck
started
up.
the cheating.
Shut the fuck up, Chet.
Okay. I would have to read the court case. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to read the court case.
I love him.
Don't touch me.
I'm patient.
No, you're not. You're like the most impatient, moody I've ever met.
I'm patient when it comes to you.
Freem, I carry our marriage, and you know that. Freem, you.
Damn, they're over each other at this point. I think I'm taking back my statement. That was no joke. They legitimately, he did not want you to touch him.
That was not a joke. See, at this
that
point,
was not like
you can
before
see,
the first part. I
she
was
is
like, okay, benefit of the doubt. But this time, nah.
She does not look happy to
telling
be there
me he went
anymore.
off on her. Yeah, he went off on her.
Mhm.
I carry all this other shit. Is like, okay, dude, this relationship has ended, but somehow you guys are still in the same car. This is not okay.
Yeah, I don't know at this point what's going on. Wow.
You know.
Yeah, that was.
I think we have a pretty 50-50 marriage.
You're high.
Tectone gives the game away in this clip for being a wholly unlikable tool and bull. What's more shocking, though, is that he has the lack of self-awareness to do this with his then wife on a live stream.
You're high. I'm not saying you don't help, but do you think it's 50-50? Explain.
I mean, okay.
I would unironically say I'm probably one of the best husbands on planet Earth.
That
Wow,
did not age very well either.
Yeah, no.
That did not age very well at all. Wow.
Yeah, one.
Wow.
And this is guys. This is the reason why I said, for all the things I have said about his case and the nuances that come between civil and criminal court, I'm not defending Tectone. I'm just pointing some shit out. This guy is hard to even like. Even when I'm arguing for the law, it's hard to argue for the law knowing that it's arguing for Tectone as well in this instance. Right? But it's not Tectone I'm defending. It's honestly, I'm trying to educate legally illiterate people.
Yeah. I don't have that
Yeah,
John
no,
Tron
to
clip. Let me
say
see if
I
can
might
find
be
it.
the best husband and like that's some Donald Trump level of fucking delusion. Some say I'm the best husband. I do husbandry beautifully.
There it is. Okay, here chat. Chat for you and Ava. Just because I know it's a good one here. We're gonna play this is what this is
Oh my
literally
God,
my
I
thought
love this.
process. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn it up.
Yeah, what the hell?
Didn't age quite so well.
It wouldn't didn't age quite
I
so
need to get
well.
that in here. I need to get that in here on my funny
That's a
clips.
great like little fucking put. Yeah, that's a fucking great insert meme clip here. Look at that. That one didn't age quite so well.
I'm the best husband. My dead wife told me so.
You're a very good husband.
No. I wouldn't say very good. I would say one of the best.
I'm just saying, like, you carry in social aspects, I carry in the back end tech stuff. And I feel like together we make a good team.
But marriage, dude, I am the conflict resolution god.
Not you.
Oh, didn't age very well.
Bro.
Conflict resolution
This is
god. You have a
horrible.
PO on you now. You have a PO on you now,
Yeah,
man.
how's that conflict resolution skills?
Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
You know, how's that playing out for you, buddy?
Oh my gosh.
100%.
No, 100% you are.
I am the greatest shoulder to cry on. I am the greatest consoler. I'm
You know what? Maybe Chibi agrees with that one.
understanding everything. The romantic shit I do is crazy. Like, are you...
Look, here's the issue here.
Why are you...
I actually don't have any... I don't have any doubt that when it comes to people he cares about, he is exactly this type of person. But what he fails to understand is him deciding to use these instances of altruism as ammunition to bolster his character on a stream. Dude, you've undid all of that good you might have been because you clearly shown that there was an ulterior motive to it. You can't do these things and then brag about them. It immediately takes away of any act of selflessness that might have been involved with what you're bragging about.
Yeah, I think my main problem is just that like this works when you're a couple that has a private life and you both know the dynamics and jokes with each other. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
If this was in private, I might understand both of them just playing around with each. It's a very poor way to play around with each other, in my personal opinion, because I don't feel like a good, healthy couple jokes around with this sort of language and this sort of conversation to this point. But if it was a private life, I could see it like that. The fact that like he is doing this on camera is just like, oh man, nobody's gonna look at this and have it feel good. All right, just saying.
Freeman, you know beyond a shadow that I'm an incredible husband.
I never said that you weren't.
But you never said that I was.
Okay, you are an incredible...
How...
Again, that doesn't work when you're
That's
live
some
in front of hundreds
bro.
of people.
Dude, you are broadcasting your clear insecurity. Just to thousands of people. Okay, whatever. You do you, man.
Accommodating I've been is insane.
He's really channeling that inner narcissistic sassy gay man to tell his then wife that she isn't worth anything. He's the best guy ever.
How accommodating I've been is insane. Why are you not saying anything?
I'm saying, Yes,
Yeah, at that point, she doesn't want to interact anymore. I can tell. I can tell she does not want to interact with this anymore.
It's like he's got his fucking... I don't know if this is true or not, but like it feels like he's got his fucking podcast streamer persona on. And it's like, dude, you know what? Down to the point where driving in on stream now, like, does she ever get a fucking break from this?
That's probably, I mean, like he even mentioned, oh, my wife doesn't want to be on camera all the time or experience the camera life all the time. And you know what? I could see that as being a factor. I'm going to be real with you. Oh, man.
Of course.
So for like marriages and emotions and understanding and communication, I would say I do about 90% of that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the women don't want to hear
Dude,
that
he
at
really-
all. That is,
Yeah,
the women do
that's
not want to hear
crazy.
that.
This is dude. Even if it's true, women don't want to hear this. Let's be real.
No, that's not leave you happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, this is definitely, you know, browbeating Frame in front of your audience until she fucking accepts begrudgingly that you're the best husband in the world. You really, this is putting in that legwork as the best husband, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yes. I give you your space, you give me my space. We mutually love each other. We mutually are happy with each other. We're still each other's best friends, I hope, right?
That's a lot of assuming happening right now.
Come on.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, we're watching the breakdown of a relationship in real time. Like, in real time.
It's a lot of assuming.
When this car clip resurfaced online, Tectone went to sweep it up directly. But specifically what I find interesting is he says, quote, "We pretty much had to get a divorce to save our friendship, which worked, and was definitely for the better. You may not realize it yet, but this is just an outright manipulative lie by Tectone, something I will explain in more depth shortly." Tectone would further present this narrative that everything was all good on stream.
Also, you gotta understand, like, Frame doesn't like when people paint me as a f***ing villain, right? Because it kind of just, like, decredits our entire f***ing marriage, right? Like, a couple of bad moments doesn't ruin 10 f***ing years, you know what I mean? I just really want Frame to be able to get out of the public eye. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's not really going to happen when you both are streamers.
I'm the best husband in the world. My wife thinks so. Every time I tell her to say so, she does.
Yeah.
Please, God, nobody clip this, please. It's just very hard for me to talk about Frame because she was my wife for a very long time, and I...
Okay. You should not be talking about it, though. He's talking about it because it is the public has seen how he has acted, so he's kind of forced to talk about it because of how the public has seen him act. But I'm going to be honest with you, you should not. This is why people should not broadcast their marriages or their relationships with other people on camera because they don't need to see it. You know? Holy shit, and you should not be on camera crying about your marriage that is falling apart. All right? People don't need to see that. People don't need to know that. And you don't need to farm sympathy off of that. That is so fucking gay.
I don't like remembering how ugly the end of our marriage got. My life's going in a great direction, and that's the only reason why it hurts. That's the only reason why it's scary. Am I going to get canceled over this? No. You want to know why? Because I don't have secrets. The last 2 years were...
That one definitely aged very well, too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hook just random... Oh!
Really rough. It was really rough. Now, the shit that I would do with Frame, the icky shit I would do with Frame, that wasn't good, right? I'm probably going to delete this VOD after this stream. But holy dude, my friends can't...
Well, turns out, doesn't matter if you did. Somebody got it.
Dude, amazing. Look. Aw, you should have kept it frozen. Like, he was looking up and his mouth was open. I'm like, dude, even when he's crying, he looks like he's gooning.
I hate it. I hate it.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, man, please take your medication. All right? You sound like you're off of your medication right now. That is an allegation. It's not evidence, but probably get back on your medication, please.
After a back and forth on Twitter about Freem being free from Tectone occurred, Freem would clarify the situation with, quote, "Since some think this is playful banter, it's not. We are not on good terms, by the way. But this is between me, him, and our lawyers. Sorry for not wanting to talk about my personal life online. Some things just shouldn't be used for content."
Yeah, so it sounds like she definitely didn't want to be on the camera all the time. Yeah, that's interesting.
Tectone and I are good. Oh, we're not good. We're not on good terms, by the way. Okay, well, Frame, here's the issue.
Well,
I believe you now, but why did you lie before? Like, let's be real. Like, if I were to, like, take you as credibility should, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. If you lie now, what's some, how can I believe you now about anything that you say on Twitter?
maybe she just did that to try and make it go smoother because of who it was.
Maybe, but that's my criticism.
Listen, it's Tectone. Would you try to play nice just because... Well, I think the criticism, it's a fair criticism, but my thing would just be, if you're afraid that he would send his people after you, if you didn't play nice with him, maybe you would play nice with him in the hopes that it went well. And the only...
If I was in her situation and that was me, Tectone would be
obliterated.
Yeah, but
she's not a... Yeah, but you're not her and she's not you.
And
the
I
point
would
I'm
also
trying
never
to make
put
is...
that's what I'm saying though. You said, what would you do? And I'm like, well, that's kind of my thing. My only criticism here is her assuring the world that we're fine and then her going back, we're not fine. Okay, well then don't say that you're fine. That's all I'm saying. It's a mild criticism, like it's 3 out of 10.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Discord DMs were sent to Tectone and Pink of Freem posting screenshots of a bra being purchased on Amazon from Tectone's account well prior to his divorce, and then Pichu wearing it at a later date. Freem also still had access to the security cameras and posted pictures of Pinkchu coming in and out of Tectone's house. This was on a date where Freem was supposed to be with Tectone for Christmas. Because of the
Yeah, that's not good.
Frame. What the fuck?
That's not good.
Like, actually.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, no, that's really not good.
Even if he's the asshole taking that footage and then sharing that with other people, that's not good.
Dissemination of dissemination of arguably private material. You know, it's not loot or anything,
well, it's
but
your
like,
house.
hey, that's not. I wonder what Texas is. Is Texas
I don't think this
a
was in
two-party
Texas.
consent
I have no
state?
idea.
Yeah,
I don't think it
dude,
was in
he's
Texas.
always
but
lived
I
in
have
Texas.
no idea.
Hasn't he?
Has he always lived? Oh, then I believe
I'm pretty sure
Texas
yes.
is single.
Huh.
I believe that he was
I thought
single.
I thought he always lived in Texas.
I have no idea.
his new post, Tectone and his new girlfriend would strike back at Freem.
Thank you for the 5.
3 cent $4.99 for more hats. I'm starting to realize that I don't hate Tecton enough. I thought I did, but I don't. Also, ravioli head pat the lolly.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. And no, yeah, these clips definitely make me hate him even more. And I'm pretty sure I've seen some of these already, so you know.
Viciously. Before we get into the nuclear response Pink and Tectone made, I want to jump ahead and let everyone know that Pink has since stated that she was used as a pawn by Tectone to attack his ex-wife, Freem, that he convinced her and told her to do everything that's about to happen. Regardless of the merit of these claims, you cannot convince me that Tectone was not aware of what his current girlfriend was about to levy at his ex-wife. Keep this in mind for what's about to come next.
Well, I think he knew. And maybe he asked her to say something. But it's going to be hard for you to prove that she actually was like pushed or coerced into it. Like I would have to see the text message
Not
exchange
only
or the
that,
exchange.
like Freem and Pikachu aren't necessarily the most in touch and like flat-toed enlightened with their emotions, right? And I'm sorry, bitches be crazy. You have no
especially
idea
autistic
what a
bitches.
current girlfriend and an ex of some guy might do, completely unaware, like the guy being completely unaware of it, because it's the war of the ex and the current girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that's
No, I
coming
agree.
from
I
like
agree.
shit that I've had to fucking sort out in my firm before. That's like, I'm sorry, fucking what happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Tectone's current girlfriend, Pink, would post the Discord DMs of Freem and respond with, quote, "This woman is a criminal and has caused me so much anxiety and distress the last year, I needed to take a break. She spied on me with cameras, even private moments, and shared it with my colleagues and friends illegally, without knowing."
Well, the spying with cameras is
That
definitely
is
true.
what they did. I mean, we
that was
saw
literally
it.
just shown. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her, she spread rumors about me, tried to ruin my career and friendships. I didn't go to the police in fear of what she would do because she is completely obsessed with me and is unhinged. Freem would respond to Pink with, quote, "Have your lawyers reach out to mine." Tex had their info for months. Pink would then start a live stream attacking Freem and announcing she had gone to the police to press charges on Freem for revenge. What you're about to see was all planned, and
I love the inclusion of Ethan Ralph there. That's hilarious.
Tectone would actually raid Pink's stream prior to her starting.
Tectone's ex-wife has been stalking and harassing me and Tectone for over a year now. She has not left us alone. She has stalked bank statements, internet history, was spying on me when I came to visit Techie because I guess she originally was spying on Techie, and spread revenge of footage that is considered revenge to people from the cameras as well. I have gone to the police. Here is a police report. I try to clear up as much as I can. I have a police report. The cops are doing their thing. I'm not going to get into the specifics about the revenge. And yes, her spreading revenge is sexual harassment if she doesn't want to believe it. I thought she was going to make the video that she took of me public.
It's not considered sexual harassment. It's quite literally, it's its own law and thing, and its own
It's
like,
unlawful dissemination, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's unlawful dissemination of private material, but like, it's not a it's not in the statute of sexual assault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I called her out.
But you have assault
That
and
was the
battery
first thing because I
related,
was scared
but
she was.
They're not related in the same way that revenge porn and sexual assault would be.
Yeah.
Going to start a public narrative against me. She has ruined Tectone's image.
Are you starting to notice some?
I'm going to be honest with you, ma'am. And I know this is like 2 years
He
old.
kind of did that on his
right now.
own, but
He did some of that himself based off of the clips I just
Yeah.
saw. He's done a decent job at doing that himself.
Things. Pink later said that there was no revenge. So who was telling her that there was? She also tries to run narrative for Tectone. She even brings up the divorce court papers, which I would presume came from him.
The reason why on Christmas
I mean, that's a safe thing to assume, yes.
Tectone canceled plans with Freem is because I was a new friend to Tectone. Tectone had talked to me about the mental abuse he went through with her. He confided in me all the abuse he was dealing with, the cheating, and how hurt he was. And I told him, I don't feel comfortable meeting her. I don't want to know this person. I feel very uncomfortable. I think you should maybe take a step back and maybe get some help and think about, what has happened, because I felt bad. Like, he still had empathy for her, even after getting cheated on, even after a lot of stuff she did to him.
Remember that the ex-wife Freem has said virtually nothing in this publicly, and the things being shown are DMs that somebody else leaked to Peak and Tectone. All of a sudden now Freem is an abuser and a revenge.
Let me also just remind people I've never met Freem. I've never met her once in my life. I hope I never have to, okay? And that's why it's scary.
So, wait a minute.
Because it's like this scary...
Go ahead.
something I'm noticing with this narrative that's kind of a problem. Are you telling me that Pikachu has filed false police reports? Because he sets this up, saying that, oh, this was all planned by Pink and Tectone, and come out later it's not being real, but she showed us screenshots of police reports she fucking filed. Are you telling me she's filed false reports? Or are you telling me this is just a fucking... What's going on? That's a problem. That's a big problem in your own narrative.
I would have to look up and see if this police report was actually filed. But I see what you're talking about. I definitely see what you're talking about there.
Because,
And
I
that
mean,
would
he,
definitely
in the
be
video, he hasn't revealed it in the actual video, but in the video, when he set all this up, he said that this was like a fucking, like a hit piece from Tectone and Pink against Freem. But Pink showed the fucking report, so either she's lying or she... Well, she's either lying to everybody or... she actually did submit a report, and that is very illegal. False reports, just how criminal is that? Upwards of a year in jail and $5,000 fine.
if they choose
It
to
is not
pursue it.
yeah, if they, yeah, that's the thing. If they,
I see what
and
you're
that's
saying
the
here.
thing.
I see what you're saying.
Most people don't get it pursued. And
Yeah,
that's kind
no,
of,
that's fair.
but that's the big
So you're
thing.
saying-
And that's why people will...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, so you're saying that, and obviously we still listen to this, but if she filed this police report falsely, you're saying that, like, there's some trust issues with her filing
an
police
issue.
reports just in general. Yeah, it's a prior, it's prior issue.
I
basically.
mean, I don't know. And this might be an issue that, like, is working again. Well, like, what if Pink did have legitimate complaints here, but she's filed false police reports in the past, and the police didn't believe her at face value, and that's why they dropped the criminal allegations. Which it would end up being Pink's fault that that happened, but it's just it makes it a lot more messy. And Pink, I'm feeling for you, but you can't do this. Whether you're lying about submitting the report or whether you lied on the report, all of this is a big no-no.
Yeah.
To just deal with it, and I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna, like, sit around and just let somebody try to destroy my life. She was going to do something much worse, so bad it would have ruined all of our lives. I'm not gonna say what it was that she was doing, but it was so horrific it would have ruined all of our lives.
And the reason why Tectone went nuclear? Because his ex-wife Freem was about to make her alleged and abuse she went through from her husband Tectone public. Tectone has denied this for years, that this was even happening, by the way. But what people aren't aware of is that legal documentation between Pink and Freem clearly states, quote, the dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. During that call, Tectone and Pinkchu learned that Freem had a Google Doc, and she was planning to release it to the public. We'll get into further detail later, but it's important to realize that the attacks Pink made prior is a direct response to Tectone finding out through Pink that Freem was going to go public with the alleged abuse she went through with Tectone. I reached out to Tectone to get his side of the story in any
Yeah, but the
context
court
I could.
document said
At first he
it
said he
was
was happy to
serious and
answer any
false.
questions until
The narrator here didn't fucking point that out, but you can read it. It mentioned in the court documents that the allegations that were about to come out were very serious, but also false. You can go back and confirm, but he's not representing that. A little bit more. Oh, is that it?
A little bit more.
I think it's a little more. A dispute between relates to a serious and false allegation against Tectone. You didn't say that, video author. What the hell? You left out a pretty big part, a qualifier to this false.
Is this the initial petition where they're claiming it's serious and false, or is this the end of Is this the end of
reached
it?
out to Quant because Quant had to issue a public apology to Pichu. However, Quant explains that her citing of the dispute between Freem and Tectone relates to a serious false allegation or accusation against Tectone. I can't read behind your head. After hearing about this, so
Oh, am I not streaming it to you?
from Pikachu? No, you're good. You're good. Hold on. Tectone freaked out in disbelief and. I'm trying to ascertain what side, whether this was a plaintiff or respondent. Tectone's defense or you know, the people against Tectone, which would, I guess, would be on Freem's side for this one, because this is an early, this is the Freem court case, not the Pink court case. It's just that somehow Pink and Freem are both really involved in each other's cases, so it makes it really confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It does.
I just know that, okay, allegation, but like, all I know is that in this and what he's highlighting, he doesn't mention that it's a false allegation. He doesn't quote verbatim. He just says it's an allegation. And he kind of frames it like, oh, no, this wasn't an allegation. This wasn't false. Dude, it's not what the document said.
No, I see what you mean. I see why that would be frustrating.
False allegation against Tectone. During that call, Tectone and Pinkchu learned that Freem had a Google Doc, and she was planning to release it to the public. We'll get into further detail later, but it's important to realize that the attacks Pink made prior is a direct response to Tectone finding out through Pink.
I didn't hear him say false allegation. He just said it, so we're good. When you click play, I heard him say false allegation.
The alleged abuse she went through with Tectone. I reached out to Tectone to get his side of the story in any context I could. At first, he said he was happy to answer any questions until he realized how meticulously I had gone through everything. I asked him what the allegations were that Pink mentioned were going to ruin all of their lives, not letting him know I already had the court documents proving what they were. And he lied to me. He said, quote, no allegations were going to be made against me. This was between her and another woman. Provably a lie.
It was so horrific, it would have ruined all of our lives.
I would like to see the entire DM conversation because that is just kind of cut up there, but, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds like he lied. Tectone does lie. I will say he does kind of lie, just a little bit.
Yeah, he's been caught in lies before. That can't be disputed.
Freem would respond to all this with, I'm well aware of the many lies that continue to be said about me.
Okay, that's Sonic music, and I hate that I can recognize it.
My relationships and my alleged actions.
You didn't just recognize it? Like 3 notes played and you recognized it.
Yeah, I could recognize it really quickly. I even
that
know
was
the
instantly,
specific
like a core
point.
memory was somehow unlocked with you there.
Yeah, I know the specific world it's coming from.
Attorney has heard
Oh,
anyone
that's
about
great.
actually resolving this matter. I won't be commenting on this further. Pink would even run cover for how Tectone treated his wife in the car clip from earlier, explaining, oh, you don't understand. Tectone realized that day that his wife of 10 years had been cheating on him.
Keep this in mind. This is the day he caught her and Cruz huddling on the couch and realized they were she was cheating on him with Cruz, his assistant.
Which is pretty crazy, considering only 5.
Let's see.
Months later, Pinkwood announced that Tectone had been cheating on her.
Weird question time. Has anyone ever here ever been cheated on? How do you react to something like that, by the way? Like, are you...
Just gonna say, I hate it if you film yourself at the gym like this. Get a private fucking gym. Don't do it in fucking public. Unless this is a private gym. It doesn't look like it from the offset, but maybe it is.
Is it weird? Like, I know some people are like, oh, you'll crash out or something when you learn about that, like you got cheated on. But is it weird that for me, like, I just like, oh my god, I don't have to deal with this piece of shit anymore.
Tectone, as you will see throughout, would lie to his audience in a pre-planned narrative spinning in an
So we
attempt
know
to
that was
dissuade
about
accusations
Tectone?
of cheating against him.
I believe so, yeah. Well, she doesn't, it doesn't sound like she names him, but he was the only one that she was dating at the time, so maybe,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I guess,
maybe.
Okay.
You can infer it, but like,
Yeah, I guess
When
it could
did
be
you and
inferred.
Pink
I just,
break up?
yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
look. Someone has to be here to counter my fucking letter of the law autism because it's fucking retarded sometimes. But yeah, I guess that's just it could be reasonably inferred.
Me and Pink broke up like mid-June. Do you all need proof of that or no? Are we gonna take my word for
if you have to say, do you need proof of that? You should probably just show proof of that.
that? Do we need proof? I'm gonna do it anyways. I feel like it's important.
Okay,
Just
thank God.
because I don't want anybody to doubt what I'm saying, and I know it's a pretty serious topic. That
Oh,
really like
this is
talking
really
about.
weird.
Yeah, once again, I wanna be
This
very
is
clear.
really fucking weird. I'm recognizing this video clip from the context of the transcript of the protective hearing I heard.
Oh my gosh,
I read,
you're
I meant.
right.
Yeah. I remember this part. I remember this in the protective hearing transcripts. That legal mindset was wow, this is weird. Sorry, my brain just totally just went, what?
That is amazing.
No ill will towards it whatsoever as of right now. I don't really care. I mean, it was made public against my will, but I don't care. But yeah, I have a message that I sent to Jimmy on June 28th where Pink and I broke up. But yeah, it was good. Nothing bad.
That is not proof that you broke up with somebody. That's just you telling somebody later down the line that you broke up with somebody. All right? Sometimes
Look, all I know
listen.
is... You know what? No, this still autism is good here. No. Unless you're fucking married to the goddamn person, I don't give a shit about when you broke up, when you didn't. What you're dating doesn't fucking matter. There's no legal context to it, so get the fuck out of here. I don't know why Tectone feels the need to prove himself right here. There's no need for it.
Yeah.
Tectone for real just pulled up DMs of his modding him and just had this pre-planned so
That
that
is
people
funny.
wouldn't think he was cheating. Pink would respond posting
Well,
receipts.
yeah, like, even though this shouldn't even be presented, like, you shouldn't even be concerned about it, this is not evidence. This is not something that any judge
Well,
would
it
go,
is proof
yeah,
that he's...
that proves it.
It's proof that he's a liar at the very least.
Yeah,
a
I
real
mean,
breakup.
that's the thing. What else would this be?
You know. Is this Freem the one who makes thumbnails for VTubers? Yes, the very same Freem, chat.
That was in July. Please stop talking about me on stream. Stop lying. I broke up with you because I suspected you cheating on me. Stop taking pot shots at me on stream. You know, the next day we got back together, I broke up with you on July 23rd. Didn't want to be your friend with benefits on July 26th. You wouldn't even let me ride in the car with you and Sophia, and I was outside the house drunk and alone. I'm not stupid, and I suspect cheating. Just stop. It wasn't good. It was a lot of bad.
Damn.
Pink attached text messages to the tweet of her breaking up with Tectone, where she specifically says twice that she was scared of him.
And then she went after his wife, and there was a whole controversy over that. She basically had protected him, defended him, and he used her constantly.
I wasn't sure.
After Tectone was caught lying, he
Yeah,
would
it's a
respond
lie.
in a classic manipulative manner.
Yeah, it is a lie. Again, it's just one of those things like, Tectone,
Yeah.
this is so easily provably false. Why would you lie about this? And it's like, again,
Why do you feel the
I
need to
can't
lie about
fucking
it?
stand him.
Like
I can't
that.
fucking stand
It's
him.
these weird, these hills that people choose to die on. I could
can't
understand you
stand it.
dying
It's
on
just
that
like,
hill if it
man.
was Freem, because Freem was legally your wife, and cheating involves like there's context and legal fucking lines there. But some girl that you just say you're dating, we don't. Why would we even need proof that you broke up with her? Like fucking Jesus.
No, I agree. I agree. It's just like, broski, don't, just oh. Don't mention dates
all the
because
hills
she
to die
can
on,
really
and then
easily.
to lie on that hill.
She can really easily.
Tanner, quote, you ever just lie to protect someone, but they make it so hard?
Oh, that doesn't make it sound any better.
Oh,
You
Jesus
fucked hard.
These texts, dude, this fucking correspondence shit is why that protective order was fucking approved. I feel like maybe, you know, this on its own or the schizophrenia on its own wasn't quite enough for the judge, but like with both of them together, it was. Like I think that's what the judge was coming from.
If I was the judge, I would look at his tweets and say, man, this guy is kind of fucking retarded. Maybe I should put it on him.
He's lying to protect Pink, not because he was cheating and trying to assert a public narrative. To which Pink would respond by saying, he's not lying to protect me. He's lying because he doesn't want Sophia to know we were still together. I was told by someone else. He told her the same lie. We both know how you treated me.
Oh, he had already moved on to somebody else. Bro, why didn't you just break up with her?
And your ex-wife. You had her sign an NDA to keep her quiet about the abuse, and told me to specifically go over the car clip on stream, and lied to me and said it was the day you caught her.
At Internet's and Master 8952 discovered mom has milkers and gave $5. We're talking about Tecton. Bro is obsessed with saving face.
This is very
How
true.
very Chinese culture of the Eggman.
Very true.
Her cheating, but I found out later it was a lie. Just like your many lies you used to manipulate me to make you
Sophia's
look like
probably
the victim,
Freem,
and
everybody.
she was the victim all along.
No. Freem's, that's not Sophia.
Okay, different person. Okay,
No,
so
Freem,
there's just a third
I know
woman
Freem has
now.
another name. No, Sophia is a third woman. Sophia is a
Christ.
third woman.
You know what? Like
She didn't
that
even
just,
know Cruz.
You guys are the ones who decided to try and date a fucking like this guy seems the high school jock personality type through and through, right? And like crazy.
Anyway, let's continue.
A month later, as shown here, this is how he treated both of us. Our friends saw it, my family saw it, and I'm glad I'm out. Pink attached 2 plane tickets from June 2022 of Cruz flying to meet Tectone, who later dated Freem. This is important because it proves that Freem did not meet Cruz until well after the car clip of Tectone acting like an abusive towards Freem.
That's not proof. That's just a
It's really
flight that he took.
That doesn't
That doesn't count.
Are you trying to
doesn't
say that
count.
the flight ticket, I mean, personally, if I don't know somebody, I don't buy them a flight ticket. I've known them for a while. That's not the meeting point. So I'm a little confused.
Yeah, but some women are crazy, I will just say, and they will fly out a random ass man that they want to, you know, have fun with. All I'm going to say is, like, a ticket is not proof. A ticket is not proof. I want to see text
Yeah.
messages that prove when she initiated conversations and started dating with him. Otherwise, like, I don't feel like a plane
Objection,
ticket is proof
speculation, yeah.
that that's the first meeting. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah, no,
speculation. That's not
yeah,
reasonable
yeah.
enough proof.
Yeah, I agree.
That doesn't count as proof that was the first meeting or when she started dating him. The plane ticket is like proof that she flew somebody down. That's not proof that she started or initiated a relationship when that plane ticket was bought.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank you for the 35 bits, Usagi. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Proves that Tectone lied to Pink and his audience about his behavior being because Freem cheated on him. He is a liar.
Keep this in mind. This is the day.
Thank you for another 30 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you, Usagi.
He caught her and Cruz cuddling on the couch and realized she was cheating on him with Cruz, his assistant.
And thank you for a third set of bits. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Starting to realize why he simps for Shy Lily. They're both sociopaths. I agree. Although she's a German sociopath and he is... I don't know what he is. He's American, but I don't know what he is.
Tectone would go live the next day.
Sorry, what are you saying?
I don't know either, so.
Fair enough.
Of course, not to address anything specific about him lying or the timeline of events. This is typically what he does, but to talk in vagaries and try to manipulate his audience.
He does do that. Tectone talks in vagaries very often, so that is accurate.
and then one of that posse decides to go to the dark side because they're too dumb to realize how good they had it with the main group. People who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, it's fine. It's all good. I'm not the person who keeps saying like, oh man, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Why are you talking about it? I'm gonna keep talking about it. And I'm letting you guys know for
You shouldn't keep talking about it. Again, this is his problem, and maybe this is his schizophrenia. I have absolutely no idea. I'm not trying to be an armchair psychologist. But the fact that he can't get off of a point and he still keeps talking about it shows me a lack of control. Again, going back to why that protective order is in place, if I'm looking at him, if I want to be presented somebody that doesn't look crazy, a guy that can't stop talking about somebody, even in vagaries, is a sign that he has impulse control. And it's the worst when it's on camera.
Yeah, it was a criticism.
The worst when it's on camera.
One of the lawyers for Tectone in the protective order hearing made an argument in cross-examination of Pink. So Tectone's lawyer is asking questions to Pink, and is basically asking, since the temporary protective order was given, has he contacted you? Has he tried to contact you through another person? Has he approached you and all these things? And Pink says no every time. And I am cringing because I'm like, this is really not a good argument for Tectone's lawyers to be making. Because what's going to happen is opposing counsel, Pink's lawyers will come back and be like, exactly, the protective order actually shut him up and stop the harassment. And I'm going to use that and go, hey, when the judge actually fucking shuts him up, he shuts up, and please let me fucking have my peace and quiet for a little longer. And that's why the judge granted it, because an argument was made by Tectone's lawyer that, hey, you shut him up with a gag order, a protective order, he stays shut up. And so it was not a good argument for Tectone's lawyers to make.
Pretty much. It was a very bad argument, I would say. And so it's just like, you know, I'm analyzing this. Regardless, I still think that he got saddled with a bad judge. Regardless of what I think, I don't think any judge would look at you very favorably if you are being shown this and you're being asked to rule on whether or not the opposing individual needs a protective order to protect from this. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people, and probably even Tectone himself, doesn't realize, is this is it.
Equally enforceable protective orders on behalf of both of them.
Oh, you think that she would have one put on her as well?
That's where I think if she was fair and she was a non-biased judge, I think that would have been, because it was shown in the transcripts that while Tectone was talking about vagueness and stuff like that, what Pink actually did was on a burner account pretty blatantly talk about Tectone in a defamatory way.
Discovered
And in a way that makes me go, you know what? Honestly, you both are horrible for each other, and you both need to be protected from each other.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. In other words, Tectone got the same kind of treatment, same kind of lawyers that Vic Mignogna did. Absolute idiots. Vic Mignogna did have absolute idiots. According to Mizkiv, Tectone had 5 lawyers. I have absolutely no idea. I mean, here's the thing. He kind of was fucked from the start just based off of his own actions. That's why it's just like when people tell you to shut up when this stuff is going on. Like, I have not seen all of the things that he has said about Pink Chew. I'm assuming some of it's going to be released in this. But like, if somebody is trying to throw this stuff at you, you don't talk about it at all. None of it. Period. Nothing.
Yeah, I would
because
say
if
even
you
with
do, it
what
will be
legal
used
mindset
against
covered,
you.
He said that's the biggest thing here is criticism for anybody who's tried to sweep for Tectone, defend Tectone or whatever. The fact of the matter is he didn't shut up when he really should have, and that's why he's in this mess.
He only shut up when
With that being said, though, I need to get going.
Okay. Got your own shit you're doing soon?
Yeah, how far did yes I am. How far did you get into the video though?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Look, it's a lot. Tell me how high he gets on the like counters, because so far with his like counter, I've agreed with every time he said Tectone's lied.
Yeah,
it looks like those
3?
are pretty objective lies. Yeah, 3. Yeah, those are 3 lies that this creator has caught Tectone in. I would say objectively. But with that being said, I will talk to you later, Oko.
Have a good one, Ava. Peace. Be safe. Have a good one. According to Miskip being the keyword, I doubt there's actually 4. Now they're probably.
There we go. Oh. Okay. So we are gonna wind down a little bit here over the next 8 minutes, and then we're gonna end. Well, I guess we'll end right now. 3 minutes. Let us. I'll actually pull you guys all into Oko for the raid. But thank you very much, everybody, for spending. Wow, holy shit! I didn't realize it was that long. Spend the last 2 hours and 41 minutes. Oh, thank you so much for the head pets, Avenge 900. But yes, thank you so much to everyone listening to us yap for 2.5 hours. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell as hard as you possibly can, and we will of course see you all on the next one.
At VShojo, we believe our talents aren't just workers, they're family. And like family, we guilt them into shutting the fuck up. From the moment you walk through our doors, we're here for you. Listening, supporting, and going the extra mile to ensure that you can give us more money. At VShojo, we celebrate your victories, big and small, and stand by you for every challenge. Unless that challenge is being harassed for playing Harry Potter, then you're on your own. And when you do charity, don't worry. Your donations are secure with us. Secure to be given to the charity? Nah, we're keeping that shit. Fuck them kids, bruh. VShojo, where our talents have freedom. The freedom to get fucked over.